Today 95.1 FM.
Please listen to this paid infomercial.
Herbal Heritage International, the Kokoroko for herbal medicine when they produce strong, correct medicine. They take it, they support with country healthcare system. Country man, correct bekelistic ogbonge herbal medicine. There we know they come out for public anyhow like a big masquerade. Full ground as every Christmas have been boundary. Sickness self sabi medicine will pass them. After all, monkey smart now because tree near tree is a forest. Heritage International will use the technology of computer testing machine to see and know before attacking that your health condition. We don't become umbarumba for your life with the correct treatment. Therefore, whether definition or without definition, make you visit Herbal Heritage International offices way near you. Herbal Heritage International. Now
Hello and welcome to the program Roots and Herbs. Roots and Herbs is a program that discusses health-related challenges and suggests possible ways out from the herbal medicine perspective. Roots and Herbs is put together and sponsored by Herbal Heritage International, also known as Baba Yoruba. Baba Yoruba is currently having a special promo package. This promo package will give you the opportunity to enjoy 50% discount on all their products and services. This offer runs while the stock lasts at number 24 Ikwere Road, Mile 1 by Education Bus Stop, Port Harcourt. Number 24 Ikwere Road, Mile 1 by Education Bus Stop, Port Harcourt. This promo package will give you the opportunity to enjoy 50% discount on all their products and services. And at the same time, it will give you the privilege of meeting Baba Yoruba himself at the venue. For details and inquiries, the telephone number to call is 080 33 111 946. I repeat, 080 33 111 946. 080 33 111 946. On today's edition of the program, our topic for discussion is staphylococcal infection. And I have with me in the studio Dr. Otumba Abiodun. Sir, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Staphylococcal infections do occur in the body system when Staphylococcus bacteria enters into the body system and spread within the body system, destroying body cells. Staphylococcus bacteria are majorly of three types that can afflict men. But of these three, the most pathogenic in nature, that is the one that is capable of causing diseases easily in men, is the Staphylococcus aureus, because it is capable of invading body cells, destroying them, causing different pathological changes in the body. When Staphylococcus bacteria spread in the body system, there are a number of changes that one can experience. This can result to burning sensation within the individual, and this can be seen as fever from time to time or a situation where there is certain hotness coming from within. There can be skin manifestations in staphylococcal infection that can be given one periodic boils or rashes all over the body. In some people, such rashes can come around the pubic region or even leading to boils that can lead to blisters or even ulcers on the skin. It is possible for one to experience persistent headache in staphylococcal infection because the body fluid is already contaminated. Staphylococcus, as we know, is a form of bacteria. Any bacteria that is capable of spreading in the body system can lead to reactions in the body that can further damage body tissues. And when this occurs, it is possible for one to experience joint pains in form of infective arthritis. Part of this bacteria can spread deep into the tissues of the heart, affecting the valves of the heart. And when this occurs, you discover that there can be palpitation that some will start witnessing as if they have panic attack. When this is allowed to continue in the body system, it is possible for one to start getting tired easily. There are many people, by walking from one pole to another, they get tired, or by doing just something that is not supposed to be that tasking in terms of energy consumption, they discover that it's as if they don't have enough hair where they are located. All this can be as a result of weakness of the heart resulting from infection or spread of this bacteria we're talking about. When this bacteria is able to pollute the body fluid, it is possible for one to witness mouth odor. Mouth odor is a form of changes that is called halitosis, where people will start coming up with breath coming from within that is already polluted. There is no amount of time such people wash their mouth, you discover that the breath coming out is very offensive. All this can be as a result of pollution of the body system. system. It is possible if any bacteria is able to dwell so long in the body system to contaminate the whole body fluid and even damage nerves. When nerves are damaged, there can be tiredness. Not only this, it is possible for men to suffer a lot because this can degenerate to a situation where a man is unable to stand like a real man. When a man is unable to stand like a real man, it is seen as a serious challenge because the whole family can be affected. Part of the joy of the relationship can be stolen, and this can cause different rancors in the family. A man that is unable to stand as he should can find it difficult to get arousal. The desire for opposite sex can disappear, and once that arousal is not there, that is the ignition point. It means such a man will not be able to stand like a real man. In some people, the arousal can be there, but you discover that because nerves have been damaged, the transmission from the upper center down to the power point of man, that is in between his two thighs, can be weakened. When such occurs, you discover that such a man can even get arousal or is able to stand, but the type of standing that he has is not strong enough to help him to even get into the act. In some people, they make efforts to get into the act, but you discover that they are unable to spend more than a minute or more before they are exhausted. Mind you, before a man can be called a real man, such a man must be able to have the arousal as desired and also be able to sustain the energy he has been able to gather for a considerable length of time. That is when such a man can be able to make his partner happy when it comes to man-to-woman interaction. So such men do suffer from this from time to time. It's after knowing the root cause of the challenge that one will be able to know the right step to take for one to be totally free. Whenever you experience anything that we have been able to mention or other things, it's very important for one to visit a competent health caregiver who will be able to run tests on one and pinpoint where the problem lies and provide solution. For more enlightenment and advice, the number to call is 080-33-111-946. I repeat, 080-33-111-946. Thank you all.
All right, you've been listening to the program Roots and Herbs. Roots and Herbs is a program that discusses health-related challenges and suggests possible ways out from the herbal medicine perspective. Roots and Herbs is put together and sponsored by Herbal Heritage International, also known as Baba Yoruba. Baba Yoruba is currently having a special promo package. This promo package will give you the opportunity to enjoy 50% discount on all their products and services. This offer runs while the stock lasts. At number 24 Ikwere Road, Mile 1 by Education Bus Stop, Port Harcourt. Number 24 Ikwere Road, Mile 1 by Education Bus Stop, Port Harcourt. This promo package will give you the opportunity to enjoy 50% discount on all their products and services. And at the same time, it will give you the privilege of meeting Baba Yoruba himself at the venue. For details and inquiries, the telephone number to call is 080 33 111 946. I repeat, 080 33 111 946. 080 33 111 946. I repeat, 080 33 111 946. Let's take our sponsor's message. Don't go away. We shall be right back.
Herbal Heritage International, the Gokoroko, for herbal medicine, when they produce strong, correct medicine, they take it, they support with country health care system. Quantliman, correct, bakelistic, ogbonge herbal medicine, they we know they come out for public anyhow, like a big basket, full ground, as every Christmas have been boundary. Sickness self sabi medicine will pass them. After all, monkey smart now, because tree near tree is our forest. Heritage International go use the technology of computer testing machine to see and know before attacking that your health condition. We don't become Ubarugba for your life with the correct treatment. Therefore, whether definition or without definition, make you visit Herbal Heritage International. Offices way near you. Herbal Heritage International. Now
You're welcome back to Roots and Herbs. Roots and Herbs is a program that discusses health-related challenges and suggests possible ways out from the herbal medicine perspective. Roots and Herbs is put together and sponsored by Herbal Heritage International, also known as Baba Yoruba. Baba Yoruba is currently having a special promo package. This promo package will give you the opportunity to enjoy 50% discount on all their products and services. This offer runs while the stock lasts at number 24 Ikwere Road, Mile 1 by Education Bus Stop, Port Harcourt. Number 24 Ikwere Road, Mile 1 by Education Bus Stop, Port Harcourt. This promo package will give you the opportunity to enjoy 50% discount on all their products and services. And at the same time, it will give you the privilege of meeting Baba Yoruba himself at the venue. For details and inquiries, the telephone number to call is 080 33 111 946. I repeat, 080 33 111 946. 080 33 111 946. Until we come your way again, remain blessed.
And that was a paid infomercial.
Okay, all right. All you need to know about this one is that
95.1 FM. Such a unique dial.
Talk radio.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, lovers of the beautiful game, it's time for the Fans Arena, a 3-hour sports show that serves you the latest happenings in your favorite club sides, plus the banter and expert analysis. Are you a Rivers United, Ayimba, or Rangers fan? We have you covered. For the Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United, and City fans, be sure to get updates and biggest talking points from your clubs. The top teams in La Liga, Bundesliga, and Serie A, like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and Inter Milan, will all feature as well. The show comes your way every Saturday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Today 95.1 FM with Emeka Dina, the Odogu one of sports in the center circle. It is informative, super exciting, and highly interactive. There will be giveaways and fantastic prizes to be won. Don't miss it. For adverts and sponsorship, call 0802-556-1258. The Fans Arena. Let's enjoy the beautiful game.
Hey guys, Wagwan, it's a girl Tacha, and trust me, you're listening to the Fans Arena. Be there right now. Love you and kisses. Mwah.
You know me, I do like go. What you find go so good. Me, I get a push good. Baby, your body roboto.
Gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you all out there. You're welcome to the Fans Arena on Today 95.1 FM right here in the Garden City of Port Harcourt. We are back again. It's the Fans Arena. You are the fan out there, so the show is about you. We want you to share your thoughts with us on any of the talking points. 9 of them, as always, 9 big talking points this afternoon on the show. From message sent to that number, we'll read them in the course of the show. The show is very, very active on Facebook. That number, we'll read them in the course of the show. The show is very, very active on Facebook. The page is the Fans Arena. The Fans Arena on Facebook. You go to YouTube and type Today FM live. Today 95.1 FM live, okay? And you'll be watching the show live. You're going to see the pictures, you're going to see, they hear, they see. You understand? So feel free, if you want to use that platform, go there right now. Today 95.1 FM live on YouTube to be
It's good to be here.
Welcome back.
And it's good to see you donning the Nigerian jersey.
Yeah. What's going to do now?
The jersey they buy, not be like.
Hope. Well, let's keep. All right. It is a loaded show. You can't afford to miss it. So tell somebody to tell somebody. Excitement. You're sure to get information. You're sure to contribute as well, to engage, to banter, to buy. It's time to banter. You know that kind of thing. Yeah, they happen. All of them they happen here. Feel free, ladies and gentlemen. At least the next 3 hours. Don't you know go remember your child's school fees? Don't worry, you know go remember them. You know go remember whether soup there for house or not. Trust me, you know go remember saying never. To Abba evokes old memory, maintain their unbeaten run. Freddie George is on the fans arena this afternoon.
Going to Abba brings good feelings, old memories of my time over there, and
of Enyimba. Yes, Enyimba coach Stanley Guma on his part admitted that Rivers United are enjoying a good run of form, noting that his Enyimba side are still a work in progress.
Yeah, the two things have done well so far. Rivers United unbeaten, Enyimba unbeaten so far. I think Rivers United is having a lot of good runs so far, in the continent, the league. Enyimba Football Club, we are a team that is still a work in progress, and we're trying to, build.
And diversity brings beauty, just like the rainbow.
TY Mix. Best player in the squad, Nigeria now third, in the group, and only 3 points behind group leaders, Benin Republic, and only 3 points behind group leaders, Benin Republic, and second place South Africa tackle the Crocodiles of Lesotho at the Peter Mokaba Stadium in Polo in France, the sterile deserts of Panathinaikos in Greece, Tolu Arokodare of Wolves out there in England. Terry Murphy is back in the team. He plays for Nice in France. Akor Adams of Sevilla is invited alongside Olakunle Olusegun of experiment. Is it time to bring in the home-based players? Well, none of them good enough to make the squad?
Well, at this point, we will always have that discussion about home-based players and whether they are good enough. But for me, I don't really care, to be honest. I don't care if it's home-based or the players are both from Jamaica or anywhere. Just win that match. Now, my own concern with that. So, the home-based, yes, there's a good shout. And just put 1 or 2 inside, as long as you go. This
guy not supposed to they perform well for a club, or this one supposed to, but they don't invite him.
Make there plenty, not be 1, not be 2. Because as it stands 2-3 years ago, we've been getting most of our players at the peak. A lot of them were doing very well. Even our forwards, Victor Boniface, Osimhen, virtually all of them. Even Ndidi minutes. Ndidi is almost way past it. So a lot of our players, even one, but the form we've been there, for the AFCON. So. We don't drop if you want to look at them from that angle.
And so looking outside,
maybe if we don't get the likes of Open and 1 area for Arsenal now, they play for Super Eagles because we know Ethan rather because former Enyimba player. We know he's good at what we get now. What if you have they say sew your coat, Abi according to your cloth, Abi according to material. And the material we get with this.
Igwe, this is our best now. 3-man list where you see.
For the Eagles, haven't failed to pick up maximum points where they are supposed to. And now look at the kind of it takes to qualify. I mean, what guarantee do we have? Our boys are doing quite well in our various clubs. Look at Osimhen firing in all cylinders. Seredessa are doing quite well for himself. And every one of them. But the problem is the midfield. Like, as big as this country, they say we are over midfielders. So it's a problem. I don't think we've deserved this qualification. Okay. We should just rest.
If we know if we beat Lesotho, we're not supposed to go World Cup without.
We know beat Lesotho. We know beat Zimbabwe.
Forget before.
3 points behind Benin Republic on 14. South Africa also on 14. Benin have a better goal difference. You understand? Now, what it means is that even to that
chance good day.
I'm coming. Yes.
If we win our 2, chance good day.
No worry yourself.
Chance fine.
We are going nowhere.
All right. So let's now turn our attention to the MPFL. It's a blockbuster encounter on Sunday in Aba. Massive game. MPFL is a blockbuster encounter on Sunday in Aba. Massive game.
Because reputation as a coach.
Definitely.
Stanley Guma, the less you see about him, the better. Because reputation as a coach.
Definitely.
Stanley Guma, the less you see about him, the better. In fact, any picking
the legendary coach.
Any coaches are coaches, you can at least talk about their quality and you can guarantee quality from the coaches.
They are both league winners.
Yeah. Of course, and they have very good teams. Enyimba and Rivers United, as far as funds are concerned, these are probably the Enyimba and Rivers United, as far as funds are concerned, these are probably the better. Now they don't walk road, so no complaint. They say road don't be. They put the carry bike. They go about now. Say
God bless Alex Oti. God bless Alex
Oti. God bless you.
God bless you. I was about the Port Harcourt Road Nasara. Oh my God!
You know, home matches and they drew 2.
Yes,
and it's this home matches and they drew 2.
Yes,
and it's a very good one. They're unbeaten in the league so far.
One person is either if they don't draw the match, one person goes to lose points.
Both of them are unbeaten. Second, Rivers United.
Yes, and both are unbeaten.
Both of them are unbeaten. Second, Rivers United.
Yes, and both are unbeaten.
Both are unbeaten. And Enyimba too, all it takes to to go over there and pick all maximum points. Pride of Rivers. Pride of Rivers.
Home win. You're joking. Home win. Over 2.5. Ladies and gentlemen, Igwe says Rivers United will beat Enyimba in Aba. Lie. Chidibem says Enyimba will win. Home win. Okay. That's more like it, So home people.
Okay.
Nice. To another caller. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
Yeah.
The rush, you don't get credit. Be coming down.
I get credit.
The rush, you don't get credit. Be coming down.
I get credit.
Now your first time to call us with this.
No, I don't be first.
Okay. Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, I don't be first.
Okay. Oh yeah, go ahead.
The match na SC.
See, Rivers United they never win a away match this season. They never win a away match. But Enyimba don't go by Bayelsa. Put them for Bayelsa United body 2-0. You understand? Make her give you facts.
Tell us Enyimba don't draw 2 for home.
Odogu. I don't see the settle.
Then they go anywhere.
Now that place where I know they see Nigeria winning Benin for Uyo here. I tell you, thank you.
Thank you so much, Lucky. Hello. No. Turn up the volume of your radio set. Please.
Hello.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Don't tell me your name.
I'm Tamuno Tonye Fubara.
It was one neck governor.
Yes.
He came.
So South Africa fans go come out there, come make sure say we no win. Then go they start Lesotho. They go play say they play start Lesotho. They go play say they play South Africa again.
They also are heavily against us, but you never can
play South Africa again.
They also are heavily against us, but you never can tell. Super Eagles can still do it.
We did it. I remember how we did it against Kenya. 3-2.
My name is Donald, calling from Port Harcourt.
Donald, you're welcome. Donald, your face the show. Your shoe the shine. Donald, I say your teeth the white. Oh
God, thank you.
Think on die you.
See where I go hang ball.
Think on die you.
See where I go hang ball.
Changing coaches.
You know
this.
Not true. Now so Super Eagles they change coaches.
Enyimba, they're on a very good form. When I see tables a few days ago, I saw them on the top.
Second, we are second now. Yeah, we are second. Hello. Oh, okay, that call hang. It don't hang. Ladies and gentlemen, it's still the Fans Arena right here on Today 95 name.
My name is Thank God.
Thank God, you're welcome.
My name is Thank God.
Thank God, you're welcome. Let's go there.
Thank God from Igruta.
You're welcome.
A proud Rivers United fan.
You might go put that on our body tomorrow now.
By
tomorrow, you not go get proud again. By tomorrow, you not go get proud again. You go get disappointed tomorrow. Let's go. Thank God.
I send my greetings first to my senior man waiting for studio Dede. Good afternoon.
Dede, when they hear you,
yes, sir. It's SC, especially for second half. So whatever it's SC, especially for second half. So whatever Enyimba go bring against Rivers United, if you go fit withstand them within that first minute, like this our last game against
Niger Tornadoes. I did there, yes.
And we will not threaten their goalkeeper. We don't they dribble, they pass, but to shoot shots, make keeper save ball, nothing. You really put me. But I know say make keeper save ball, nothing. You really put me. But I know say Ejimba no be pushover. They no be.
Yes, the line the balls. Let's bring you up to speed with what's happening in the MPFL this weekend. All right, it's match day 7. Yes, the league don't enter games. Abia Warriors, 2 teams will play continental knockout. Then counter right there in Aba. Barao FC, new boys. Barao FC will confront another new boys. Talking about Warri Wolves. Yes, Bayelsa United will be a national against Ikorodu City. Not the least to be Remo Stars, the champions against Wiki Torres. So these are the matches to look forward to this weekend in the MPFL. They're supporting when they do well. They're supporting when they do well. They're supporting when they struggle.
If they doesn't Aimba, they nights.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go back to the phone lines. The lines are still buzzing. Hello.
Emeka.
Hey, very good afternoon to you, my brother. What is your name? Korobara Akashi. Very good afternoon to you, my brother. What's your name? It's Obunna. Very good afternoon to you, my brother. What's your name? It's Obunna.
Obunna from Roma.
You're welcome, Obunna.
They actually win their last 2 matches.
It's gonna make sense, though.
South Africa will also win their last 2.
Okay, now you say like South Africa don't qualify to that.
Exactly. Because who see truth make it a talker.
Oh, quiet.
Just imagine say we win.
They're coming down. Hello.
Good afternoon, the Dogu.
They're coming down. Hello.
Good afternoon, the Dogu on store.
They're coming down. Hello.
Good afternoon, the Dogu on store.
Very good afternoon to you. Gospel Yala. Very good afternoon to you. Gospel Yala. All the way from Suku. Now what for you? So good to the world. Don't worry. They could put up for pockets tomorrow for Abba. You know go see ball play. I say no go see ball play.
So do you see that Nigeria this World Cup qualifiers? I don't see Nigeria going to any World Cup.
Okay.
Tell me, because already the hope is gone. There is no reason to qualify.
All right, no wahala. Thank you so much. But mathematically, chance still there, Chidubin. We don't explain that before. Nigeria gets 11 points. South Africa, they second now. Then get 14. The Benin Republic go the top, also get 14 points. What did it mean to say? Nigeria, they play Lesotho and Benin Republic.
If we win our 2 games.
If we win those 2 games, we'll get 17 points. South Africa, if
South Africa lose one.
You know,
and the chances are high.
Then go green lose.
Chances are high.
But they need to lose one, also draw one. If they win one, lose one. You know, let me say their goal difference goes 50 big pass our own. They will qualify.
So they should just come back.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to Facebook. Igwe, I'm sure we'll have some messages coming from the Facebook platform.
Yes, we do. This one is coming from Jude Onwe GK. Says the chance of Nigeria qualifying to the World Cup is very slim because it is not in their hands anymore. They have to depend on the result of other countries.
Yes,
and for Enyimba and Rivers United match, it will be like Juventus versus Inter Milan. Enyimba will win by 2-1. Okay. Then Ishaku Sarebo says no any MPFL player deserve to play for Super Eagles for now. And for Nigeria, if the chance they have to qualify is very slim. Wow.
All right. So you keep those messages coming in. The page on Facebook is the Fans Arena. The Fans Arena. Now give you one secret. You get one big talking point. It's there for Man City. For Fans Arena. Go there negotiate. Now about Man City. Now human angle story. Not just football, but I concern a Man City player, Ellen Haaland. You know. So I won't get on a comment for that particular story. But my human angle story be that thing. And if not you waiting, just go there. You see him for the Fans Arena. You understand? When we reach that, we'll open it up. But for now, just go for that page. Like and follow the page. Then go there, comment. I want to get enough reaction for that one from Facebook. You know. Now human angle story as it concerns Ellen Haaland. All right. But in the meantime, feel free go to the Fans Arena page on Facebook. Like and follow that page. Drop your comments on all of the talking points. We'll read them as we talk. That's what they read them. We reach that club. We'll talk about. We'll read your message as well right there. In the meantime, we are leaving the MPFL and the Super Eagles. We are heading to the Premier League right away. By the way, the one game the Premier League between Tottenham and Leeds United, and it's currently 1-1 in that encounter. All right, but in the meantime, let's go to the Premier League and tell you about Liverpool, Arsenal, Man U, Man City, and Man United. Don't go anywhere. Still the fans are right here on Today 95.1 FM in the Garden City of Port Harcourt.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, lovers of the beautiful game, it's time for the Fans Arena, a 3-hour sports show that serves you the latest happenings in your favorite club sides, plus the banter and expert analysis. Are you a Rivers United, Ayimba, or Rangers fan? We have you covered. For the Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United, and City fans, be sure to get updates and biggest talking points from your clubs. The top teams in La Liga, Bundesliga, and Serie A, like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and Inter Milan, will all feature as well. The show comes your way every Saturday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Today95.1fm with Emeka Dina, the Odogu one of sports.
Keep listening to the Fans Arena with Emeka Dina, the Odogu one of
invincibility, you know. Napoleon had that idea. He would conquer the bloody world.
The rest of the lads ain't got it sus. We'll have to learn them to talk like us. Well, I'm repping now. I'm repping for fun.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is still the Fans Arena. We're ready in Anfield, okay, the home of Liverpool. We're talking about the rest in a jiffy, but let's let you know that this program is open for sponsorship. Yes, you can sponsor this program in full, like the entire 3 hours. You can about 0802 556 1258, and that's 0802 556 1258 for adverts and sponsorship right here on the Fans Arena. So let's go to Liverpool and let you know that Liverpool arrived at the Reds this summer in a then club record move from Bayer Leverkusen for £116 million and is yet to live up to his hefty price tag after 6 Premier League appearances and 0 goal contributions. For Premier League, he never scored, he never assisted one. £160 million. Alright, Vista scored 16 times and set up a further 15. That wee fella, he could open a can of soup. For me and Rashi, it was training where we land. And now I told him, no, it was training where we land. And now I told him, no, if there's a space, just leave it. The feature against Chelsea this evening after another disappointing performance. The feature against Chelsea this evening after another disappointing performance against Galatasaray in the Champions League in midweek. Chidibem, let me start with you. Is it too early to criticize Florian Wirtz? Does he need more time? I mean, 6 matches in the Premier League, including 2 in the Champions League, 1 in the Community Shield. No, the young man with including 2 in the Champions League, 1 in the Community Shield. No, the young man with 160 million.
What is good for
banging?
What is good for the goose is good for the Ghana. Even I said the talk. So as we criticize other players, Wirtz came in for such huge amount. So as we criticize other players, Wirtz came in for such huge amount of money. I mean, unprecedented amount of money. So when you're bought for that amount of money, you come with a lot of responsibilities. They say to whom much is given, much is expected. We can't wait for you to get yourself together. But unfortunately, I'm not sure say Liverpool expect this one to happen. Yes, we can go back in hindsight and say, should they have made that signing? But all of that is in hindsight. Right now, the man did there, and the coach has to make it work. Anyhow, I want to do him because Liverpool, I think, more now in the go 007 as it stands. He don't have 007 now. Now they go like this. So I would say I hope he doesn't get to that. He's been struggling. The major concern with it has been the physicality. Now good player, it's a very fine player, but come like
the physicality of the Premier League.
You know, if he match up, he can't. Yeah. That was the same fear a lot of people had with Zubimendi as well. You know, players coming from leagues that are not as physical as the Premier League.
Zubimendi in his position, you know, he doesn't need to run too much.
Exactly. So Wirtz, I think it might take time. He's already taking
too heavy for the young man. Could his poor performance so far be attributed to the heavy price tag?
Odogu, you know, when he came into the ranks of Liverpool, I mean, he's like Chidibem rightly said, he needs to acclimatize with the weather. But take that
maybe the price tag. Remember the first season of Moses Caicedo winning from Brighton, go Chelsea. You know if you play ball, no? He got admit in next season saying the price tag they're too heavy. That 150 million pounds.
It's not about the price tag. It's just that we are not really, you know, they look at for goals and assists, but if you're looking at what he's doing in air, he has created 21 chances, the most in the league so far. You know, most chances created 21. So it's not like because he's not scoring goals or he's not giving assists.
I tell you. So then they buy somebody, don't you play ball. So please, what is the problem? Is it too early to criticize him? Does he need more time? Is the price tag too heavy for Florent Wirtz? Let's hear from you. It is 0810-9510-951. 0810-9510-951. Liverpool carry 160 million pounds. Go buy player. Player they struggle.
Record
at that time, yes, before they come buy Isak for 125 million pounds. And Isak said no, they quick perform. Which kind of team is this, man? Isak no, they quick perform. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from you. You can join us as well via the Facebook page. It is the Fans Arena on Facebook. Like and follow the page the Fans Arena on Facebook. Yes, but in the meantime, you can equally send us text or WhatsApp. The number is 070-1933-9962. That's 070-1933-9962 for your text and WhatsApp messages. Let's talk about Florent Wirtz. I mean, the enterprising young man. I mean, he was doing quite well for himself at Leverkusen last season. But over there, Liverpool is yet to hit the ground running, as it were. What is the problem? Is it too early to start criticizing him? Does he need more time? Is the price tag too heavy for him? Let's go to the phone line and hear from you. Hello.
Hi. Hi.
Mommy E, Madam Esther, you're welcome.
Miss Abby.
Mommy E, how you doing?
I'm fine. Please, I'm just coming now. Just update me the topic.
Madam Esther, no, they carry us, they go back like that. You know good.
Update me the topic now.
Florent, Liverpool buy player, 160 million pounds. Florent Wirtz, you know if he perform. What is the problem? The Liverpool midfielder.
Now, Premier League now.
We're talking Liverpool right now. Yes, and it's about one man. Their former record signing. Yes, talking about Florent Wirtz. 160 million pounds. The man never gets any goal contribution. No, not a goal, not an assist in 6 Premier League games. We are asking you, does he need more time? Is it too early to start asking questions about his abilities? I mean, the price tag too heavy for him. Now making it perform. I mean, I remember when Moises Caicedo joined Chelsea from Brighton. First season, that young man no fit play ball. If you want trouble, ball come off a leg. One pass ball to opponent. But today now, see Caicedo the finish work for midfield.
Bolaji.
Now what for you? You know. So Mo could give this man more time. Like they give Caicedo. Caicedo later admit saying the price tag been too heavy. 150 million pounds from Brighton to Liverpool to Chelsea. Say the money too much. The thing overwhelm him. But now he don't overcome that that pressure. What have you? So how about Florent Wirtz? He owns a big pass. Caicedo own 160 million pounds.
Caicedo come from small club.
Yeah, you know, Brighton.
Wirtz come from who don't win league 2 times. Who don't win league once. Go still compete again.
All right. Let's go back there to hear from you. Hello.
Odogu.
I greet you, my brother. Good afternoon.
The moment I give this man chance, so.
Who is that?
Now lucky they call you.
Which man was the more give chance?
This Liverpool player.
We know Holamo.
My name be like Saliba.
I not tie in leg. I not tie in leg.
It's Oliver.
Great assist. Okay, let's go to another caller. Hello.
Odogu one of sports.
Very good afternoon to you, my brother.
The Korobara one.
I catch you the strong hand. Feeling the backer man.
I tell you, I did under it. I said, go call. If they had the noise.
You're welcome. You're welcome, my brother. Good
I tell you, I miss you guys.
You're welcome.
Okay, on Florent Wirtz matter. Odogu. No player will go buy anywhere in the world with such an amount of money. Where perform well, they will say, maybe they give them time. Time wait for nobody. The people say time nale. Fans don't get patient. Fans don't get patient. If you know they perform, we will criticize you. If they perform, we will praise you.
That is it.
Nobody will wait for them. So if they say they will sorry and say they wait for a great time. Or guys, if they waste time, you collect ACL. You see what's the matter?
Wow.
So the better you start well is good for you. But one challenge where Liverpool they get is Liverpool last season did not buy any player except Chiesa that came on loan, and they performed exceedingly well. They win the league. Now the coach in his second season he went to the market to buy players that will now begin to challenge the ones that they had before. So these players now go see say, Oga, I will perform for you now. Somebody like Gakpo was playing better. Now go bring Gis now to play in the position. What you go see say Gakpo going to do? Look at Zaboslai line now in this week, in today now. Double slide, they go right back where Fred Pong no day. Now this players start when they begin to see this question, they see them in the pattern in the position. McAllister now is very regularly playing. So Liverpool of last season, sometimes I don't we don't necessarily be the same today. When Chelsea, when Ateta took over Arsenal, the player took over one league. But since he started buying his own, one day say, I don't really even with the same player.
Yes, sir.
So sometimes if you bring your own gun, you say get
you don't work. Yes, exactly.
You don't work. So sometimes they have that, but sometimes you go sorry you don't perform. We go crash your
You need to perform. Thank you so much, my brother. To whom much is given, much is expected. And they don't buy for 160 million pounds. You can't tell us to say no. This one they give us. They tell us they can't get no way. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring you up to speed with matters on the pitch in the Premier League. It's a massive weekend. Yesterday there was one game in the Premier League. Bournemouth, surprisingly, they defeated Fulham 3-1, and they are now second on the table. Antoine Semenyo with 2 goals in that encounter. Patrick Kluivert's son. Yeah, we watched Patrick Kluivert. Yep. I don't know how many of us we watched Patrick Kluivert that year, but we will watch him. So his son, Justin Kluivert, scored the other goal. So Bournemouth are now second in the Premier League, and as we told you earlier, still 1-1 between Leeds United and Tottenham. Yes, 1-1 between. Still 1-1. Kudus. So Leeds United are leading. Tottenham leading by 2 goals to 1. Mohamed Kudus with the second goal for the Spurs in the 57th minute right there. Earlier, Matistel had scored for them. Of course, Okafor equally scored for Leeds United. So 2-1, the scoreline. Spurs leading in that encounter away from home. Later today by 3 p.m., Arsenal will confront West Ham United. Manchester United against Sunderland also by 3 p.m. Then by 5:30 p.m., the big one is between Chelsea and Liverpool. We'll talk about that match when we get to the Chelsea corner of segment of the show. Okay. Don't forget that tomorrow action will continue in the Premier League. We have 5 matches lined up for tomorrow. Aston Villa against Burnley slated for 2 p.m. Same time we have Everton against Crystal Palace. And of course by 2 p.m. we have Newcastle United taking on Nottingham Forest. Not forgetting Wolves and Brighton. Yes, they will clash tomorrow as well. Wolves versus Brighton. By 4:30 to be Brentford versus Manchester City. All right, that will be a wrap. Okay, that'll be a wrap on the Premier League. Yes, after tomorrow, action will return on the 18th due to international break. Okay, but in the meantime, we will go to the table and look at how things stand right there. Let's go to the top of the table right there. To the table, Liverpool at the top going into this match day. They've got 15 points. Tottenham Hotspur have got 14 points in second place. That's because they are leading right now. So it's a live table. They are leading Leeds at the moment. Leeds them Bournemouth have now dropped to 14 on the live table as it were. Arsenal are now fourth with 13 points. Okay, let's look at some of those big teams in the Premier League. Man City occupy the 7th position. They have 10 points. Chelsea are 8th on the table. They have 8 points. And of course, Man United are 14th. And no surprises, they've got 7 points from 6 matches. All right, early days yet in the Premier League, you want to say, but let's quickly look at this sharp shooters right there. Your guess is as good as mine. Erling Haaland is still leading the pack right there. The young man has scored 8 goals. Yes, Erling Haaland has 8 goals, 1 assist from 6 matches. Antoine Semenyo has scored 6 goals. He scored 2 yesterday to make it 6. So we have Anthony, yes, from Burnley has got 4 goals. Igor Thiago of Brentford has 4 goals as well. Hugo Ekitike, Liverpool with 3 goals. All right, so we will leave the Liverpool segment of the show, but before then, let's get your thoughts from the Facebook page, which is the Fans Arena on Facebook. The Fans Arena on Facebook. You can talk about the other teams as well. I mean, Chelsea, Man U, Man City, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga. We have all the talking points on that page, the Fans Arena. So go there, drop your comments on each of the talking points. We'll read them in the course of the show. Igwe, you have letters from Liverpool as far as the fans are concerned.
Yes, we do, as usual. This one is from Jude Onwe GK. He says, Vids need more time to adapt to EPL, considering that Vids need time. Now, just Shako Sarebo said, to me, it's too early to criticize him. About 7 games, no goal, no assist, no goal contribution is too bad. The last time I said on this show that Viggs does not deserve the money Liverpool used to buy him. That's all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are done.
What did they go on? You don't want my enemies to mock me. You're correct. Hey, God. I know you are saving your best for Premier League, but not the. Hey, Arsenal, please have mercy on me. Do not allow my enemies laugh over me. Oh God of my salvation. Psalm 92 verse 1, Psalm 91 verse 2. Please, I beg. Ateta, please.
What a passionate plea from a fan. Oh my word, a frustrated fan. A disappointed fan of us now right there. In the bag. Gyökeres are saving your best for the Premier League. Gabriel Martinelli has backed Victor Gyökeres to score up to 40 goals for Arsenal this season, citing the creativity of Martin Odegaard as crucial to his prediction for the Swedish striker. Unsurprisingly, Gyökeres has not been as prolific as he was for Sporting Lisbon. He scored 54 goals in 52 appearances for the Portuguese club last season during the early stages of his Arsenal career, managing 3 goals in 9 appearances for his new club. Alright, the towering 27-year-old has proved a handful for central defenders even when not scoring, something that was underscored by his performance season. See, Odegaard, let's hear from Martinelli. Martinelli is saying that the creativity of Odegaard go make sure say this Gyökeres go score up to 40 goals this season. Let's hear from him.
He's been scoring some goals as well. We are really happy with him. Much as well. It's going to be good for him. And yeah, as I said, we are going to try to give him the ball as much as possible to make him score, I don't know, 30, 40 goals a season.
Make that the old man now. 27-year-old Gyökeres has scored just 3 goals in 9 matches. Okay? No, Gyökeres. To make sure say Gyökeres scored up to 40 goals this season. Chidubem, did you see Gyökeres scoring up to 40 goals this season? He scored 54.
But the problem is he never really get the chances. For any time when you don't get that chance, most times he don't miss a few. Like the last game against Olympiacos, unfortunately he missed a few, but a very deadly promotion. Say August. My own they say score goal. If now Gyökeres go score, fine. If now you go score, if now Saka anywhere where the goal won't come from, score. I mean, we saw City, when City they hot, anybody they go they come say it's 30 to 40. So it's 30 to 40. So it's possible. But no, that Gyökeres goals. I want him
3 goals in 9 matches. You know, when this guy they come, when they negotiate, when they negotiate to your rival, I say in fact, one touch, one goal. But now it don't come. Score goal now, voila. You know, have you been impressed with what Gyökeres has done so far? 3 goals in 9 matches.
Well, looking at where he's coming from, how he performed over two seasons, you know, right there in Portugal. Much though, but I'm kind of disappointed. I mean, 3 goals in 9 matches. I didn't expect that from him. I got the blessing at Jackson in front of goal. No, if he has the opportunity, at least he will score most definitely. So far, as he asks, I'm not really impressed, but I'm sure that
chances. Saying go score up to 40 goals. Martinelli says everybody for Arsenal now won't help him to score 30-40 goals in the season. Ladies and gentlemen, do you see Gyökeres scoring up to 40 goals this season for Arsenal? He has just 3 goals in 9 matches. And with just 3 goals scored so far, has he impressed you after all the hype about Gyökeres? As sometimes they say, now you want hijacker, man, you want hijacker. No, Arsenal don't die ahead now. United by 3 p.m. today. Your take on that one in terms of the prediction? How do you see that match ending?
It's been tough recently. West Ham don't show Shige recently.
Don't be small.
But I want to believe that the team can replicate the win of 2024. That's hammering of West Ham 6-0. Declan Rice with a screamer in that one.
The win. All right. So let's go to the phone line right now to hear from the callers. Hello.
Good afternoon, Dogu.
Yeah, very good afternoon to you, my brother.
Simon from Gomod.
Simon, you're welcome.
Thank you. It's my fan.
Okay, up gunners.
Yes, Odogu, honestly speaking, this thing that they point out, okay, let me not even talk of how many goals that Gyökeres has scored, 3 goals. Arteta have played him almost 90 minutes. Sometimes, even if you substitute him 80-something minutes, any he played, he has seen action. But when I sat down to watch Gyökeres, he's my team. You understand?
That kind of thing.
I want him to be, but he's my team. You understand?
That kind of thing.
I want him to be, but he's not giving me.
Till the end of the season, you will know whether you will reach 40 or not. Thank you so much, Simon. Let's go to another caller. Hello.
Yeah. Odogu.
Yeah, very good afternoon to you, my brother. What's your name?
Ndeo.
How are you? Ernest, you're welcome from Ndelabi.
Yes, thank you very much.
Let's go there.
I am not an enemy of progress.
EP.
Yes, I would want him to score as many as I would want him to score as many as he can.
Okay, but not up to 40.
Go for it. Even though you want to surpass that number, it's not the problem. Yes, but the problem I have with this guy, even when he was coming to Arsenal, I said that this guy doesn't have that capacity to deliver Arsenal the way Arsenal would want. They thought I was joking. I took my time to watch him out of the 6 Premier League he has played. I watched him for at least 5 of the matches. I have seen what he can do. I don't think this guy can give it out, even though those passes come. They might give the pass, but with defenders allow you.
Okay, no wala. Thank you. You have made your point. Yes, you have made your point. He can't get up to 40 goals this season, Abi.
Yes.
All right, we'll leave it there and go to the next caller. Hello. Hello. Oh, sorry, we lost that one. You do well to call us back if you can. It's all about Victor Gyökeres. Yes, Arsenal hitman. Arsenal number 9. Gabriel Martinelli has backed him to score up to 40 goals this season. He say everybody going to give him pass to ensure that guy go score goals. He's one of the top strikers in the world, one of the best strikers in the world. Do you see Gyökeres scoring up to 40 goals this season? So far, has he impressed you with his performance? He has scored only 3 goals in 9 matches for Arsenal. Back to the phone line we go. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, very good afternoon to you. Is this Eto?
Eto come from Roma.
Eto, where have you been? Did you travel?
I went to.
Okay, you're welcome back, Eto. Let's hear you, bro.
Okay, sorry, we'll start that show. For Victor Gyökeres, I'm not seeing that
what
guy.
Do you call him? What do you call him? What do you call that boy? No, what call him again, I beg.
I went on a Gyökeres or Gyökeres because of my business. He will not
It's okay.
He won't see 20 goals.
Let alone 40. Okay, no, I hate to say no, we won't see 20 goals. Hello. I greet you, Philip the Eminent Emperor.
Yes, this is the Eminent Emperor.
Your face they show.
Oh, Dogo one of course, your shoe they shine.
Let's go.
I was in London in Emirates there to start some
for inside that London they inside your mind. The London where you go, the one they waiting inside your mind. Maybe the real London waiting for abroad. No, maybe that one you go. The one where you go, the one where you waiting for inside your thinking.
Not London, no. Not London. I was setting some certain issue. Okay, you talk about Victor Gyökeres.
Yes, Ingo Fisk up to 40 goals this season. Martinelli believes so.
Dogo one of 14 goals score. If the players were there, they tell you, say, this guy, what you will see when he do so far, he go score goals, reach 40. So now they know how they go take the position ball, they give him ball, make him score. So I believe them.
Okay. No, thank you so much. Hello.
Dogo one of sport.
I greet you, my brother. Good afternoon.
Good morning, sir. Good afternoon.
I don't surprise you.
As I follow you everywhere, and I don't know say money don't.
Oh yeah, let's go. What's your name?
Innocent.
You're welcome. Let's go there, my brother. Victor Gyökeres to score 40 goals this season. Is there a possibility?
If he score 30, score 40, then maybe Martinelli to give him pass.
So now Martinelli hold the goals, eh?
Nobody they run now. They look grand, they run.
It's okay.
When they look grand, they run before they don't run past. That won't give him pass. Maybe score 40 goals. So if you want to score 40 goals, give him pass. Carry face for off, give him pass. Give him pass when he's supposed to give him.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. To the next one. Hello.
Dogo one of sport.
I greet you, my brother. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Happy Juggernaut of Arsenal.
Is that your name now? Waiting again, I beg. Happy.
Juggernaut of Arsenal.
The Juggernaut of Arsenal Juggernaut.
Small Juggernaut.
Yes, sir.
Very soon, you got a granite in the Arsenal. You don't Arsenal granite.
Odogu one.
Odogu chop you.
I hear you.
Odogu, you're correct. Go score goals, but he no go score 40 goals. You know, say this one at Premier League, no go 40 goals for winning. I know say
Bundesliga.
No Bundesliga. I know say
we had the
you know, compare the Portuguese league to Premier League. Premier League na hard place.
No fit.
Yes, you know say Gyökeres na best striker based on Ballon d'Or win.
Yes. They give him get Muller trophy for best striker. Yeah.
Get Muller trophy as best striker. So as they talk now, I'm the best striker. But Premier League no would be no don't come.
No go show working for Premier League. He just the best striker for the world, not including Premier League.
Arsenal pattern of play. Now anybody can score.
Okay.
I disagree with Martin. It's not more say he must pass give him. All the ones who they pass give him, waiting him to win score 3 goals in 9 matches. So I disagree with Martin. Anybody can score. Saka can score. Now before, if Saka no day would they cry, but now we know they bother. Anybody can score. Zubimeni can score. So that the team now go waiting they plan to win trophy. Number for Gyökeres to score 40 goals. And if he score 40 goals, we no win league. That one it no make sense now. Just like Haaland saying no want individual award, waiting he wants that trophy.
Yes, sir.
So now waiting Arsenal wants no that one. So Gyökeres will score 40 goals as Arsenal fan, but he will score at least 20 goals.
Okay. Thank you so much for your call. Well appreciated. To the next one. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Emeka Dino.
Very good afternoon to you, my brother. This is your buzz strong.
My name is Sachima.
Sachima, good to have you on the show this afternoon. This is your first time?
How can you ask me if it is my first time?
On the fans arena.
Oh, no, not really. I haven't won a recharge card. That time
I see. You don't think you run, no can see you. You chop recharge card, you run. You're welcome, Sachima. Let's go there.
You see, this Victor Gyökeres, I believe he will do well. Let me tell you, anytime you're playing in a team where your fellow players are supporting you, supporting you positive, there's every candidate that you will do well. Because if you check very well now in England, like in EPL now, how many top strikers are even doing well? Lots of Ishak. They have never even started doing anything. And I've gotten 3 goals already. If you watch Arsenal match, the way they are marking this Gyökeres, unless maybe you are not fully focused on it.
There's no one making score goal. Then they mark him closely,
honestly, but I advise him to bring out a strategy. He will do well. He will do well.
All right. Thank you so much for your call. All right. On my page on Facebook, someone watching, his name is King Mars. Yes, King Mars. Merciful. Yes, he says Gyökeres 40 goals this season. Him be Haaland.
Best striker in the world.
Ask him.
Best striker in the world. No, they can play if you like.
From Jude Onwe GK, he says 40 goals are too much for him. With 3 goals, he has tried because some strikers have scored just 1 and some have not scored at all. Yeah, that's very true. Kes Isaac said he has qualities, but scoring 40 goals in Arsenal this season, strategy change attack-wise, because their strength is much more in the set piece than the full transition. Okay, the Mayor VAR says Gyökeres is scoring up to 40 goals this season. I say no to that. Who much is given, much is expected. With 3 goals, I'm not impressed. Just 3 goals in 7 matches, no, he will not.
All right, that's the most you can take as far as the messages are concerned.
Let's just take one from the WhatsApp platform, and this one is from Skifu Peru. He says, with the way the new Arsenal striker is playing, I don't think he will get up to 20 goals this season.
Ode pass.
Calm down.
It's 0810-9510951. That's 0810-9510951. Do you see Gyökeres scoring up to 40 goals this season?
Yes. Just a photographer, women local government.
Easy. There's no women local government anywhere. Big guy dead. You like woman too much, you. They are you. Odegaard, to Stamford Bridge to talk about Chelsea on the fans arena. Don't touch it.
Hello, football fans. My name is Victor Ezeji, NPFL legend, CAF Champions League winner with Eimba and former Super Eagles striker. Always.
It doesn't get bigger than Chelsea against Chelsea and Liverpool. We hope to head into the October international break on the high as they face off at Stamford Bridge later this evening. Neither side comes into the match on particularly convincing form. The Blues arrested a concerning run of 1 win in 5 this week, beating Benfica 1-0 in the Champions League thanks to Richard Rios' own goal. The rest, meanwhile, have been beaten in back-to-back. Saw them beaten on the road by Galatasaray right here in Istanbul. After the club invested heavily in his squad over the summer, and Slaughter is under pressure to get the Premier League champions back. They lose this weekend. Chelsea will hope to take advantage of their slumping form, though will be without some key players due to injury and suspension. Oh, so many key players missing for Chelsea. Judy Ward is right there for Chelsea, for Fana and the likes still out injured. Okay, guys, let's go to this one. Chidubem, who needs victory more in this encounter?
Who needs it if they don't want Arsenal to have a chance back at that or at the top of the table? They've never been at the top this season. So if Arsenal wins, Liverpool fails to win today or loses, then it might be a different story. I don't know why they say world champion. World champion, no fee win. Benfica,
they never win German champions.
Benfica self now say me they all dash
champions
win.
Knock them 3-1 for Champions League.
You know, Benfica say that win self now dash. Then they let my people go. they won't kill Chelsea. How you gonna play like that? World champion. So Chelsea needs this win. Number one, because they won't show say. For last season not pass. Maresca no be Johnny just come now. In leg don't stay. Make it show say I did here.
Lost twice and it's really telling on their confidence level. So they need this win now to boost their confidence, to stamp their authority in the league. You know, they are the ones not topping the league themselves. And we was talking about some players in the squad, about Florent Wirtz and all the rest. So
when did they to perform well?
Yeah, they need to step up. They need to really step up because Liverpool need this win.
But Liverpool they always get local. Them players now, no Saka.
About the Chelsea players,
they coming down. They tell you. Papa man one player.
But Pama, you know the difference. Pama na big shoe.
They never collect when Pama don't go anywhere.
My mission is simple: to take over your body, to cause fever, chills, headache. But one thing stays in my way. Come on.
Effective relief from malaria. Comal on, malaria gone. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult doctor.
The whole day through. Embrace each challenge with renewed life. With Super Ultra Performance takes flight.
Told the reigning champions and table toppers Liverpool in a blockbuster encounter in the Premier League. Who will carry the day? Chelsea or Liverpool? Who wins? At the end of the day, will the color? Hello.
Chelsea.
Barry Digiadom. Barry Digiadom.
I say your first they show your shoe they
shine. Coming down. Liverpool go put up on our body.
That's where they hear you. They say now. They say now you the top league.
Look at back.
Now God, they my back. Liverpool. Okay.
I'm going for a 3-0 win in favor of Chelsea.
3-0 indeed. Hello.
No,
not today.
Hello.
Very good afternoon to you.
Odogua.
Who goes there?
Odogua.
Who goes there?
Now your man, Malam Musa.
Malam Musa, your wife. Shall you bring Puli come back at all like this? And Kilishi, you don't bring Kilishi come.
Make I even tell you, now you I wouldn't remember that I go hold yam for you.
If you still buy the yam food Port, if you still buy the yam food Port, if you still buy and bring them, leave bandits on. No,
I've been there just Tashi Stadium. I've been there just new stadium now on Saturday. Now we win El Calamis now. This stadium.
Okay, what's that match? Nice one. What table if Arsenal win, Liverpool lose?
I see the game now. They go end 3-0 in favor of the red.
Okay, Liverpool go win 3-0. So Stamford Bridge go change to red today. They're going to paint Stamford Bridge red. All right. Thank you so much, Malam Musa. Hello.
Hello, Patrick.
Okay, now you're welcome, Patrick.
All of you there are anti-Chelsea. Now
leave that in. Nobody's anti-Chelsea here. Be coming down.
Just imagine.
Patrick, be coming down. Be coming down.
Just imagine all the key defenders.
Chelsea are world champions. Be coming down.
Just imagine all the key defenders.
Daniel, they call you all the way for uniform.
Daniel, your face they show, your shoe they shine, your teeth they white.
Oh, I got do your back.
You know the matter, no be by their shame.
What be your now?
Who be that one?
When you call for champion, they are champion know how to play something. This one is when you call for champion, they are champion know how to play something. This one is champion.
Okay, so they will still beat Liverpool today, like without the key players.
No, Mikey.
No, thank you. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Very good afternoon.
They had all their good players.
You say, they like to respect Chelsea.
I won't talk against Liverpool.
No, I won't talk against them. What did they do you? You be Chelsea fan?
I be Chelsea fan against Chelsea today. Yes.
Okay, so Chelsea all the way.
Chelsea all the way, all draw.
All right, to the next one. Hello.
Korobara one.
Akashirike strong hand.
Yes, shoe.
Your shoes shine.
Good evening, sir.
You never reach evening, no. You never reach evening.
Okay, good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon. What's your name?
My name is Justin, calling from Meneka.
Oh, yeah, now let's go there, Justin.
I believe that Chelsea will win because of Arsenal will take.
Who go play the match now? Chelsea, Kopama no day, no defense. Who won't play the match now?
Kopama doesn't score goal for Chelsea like that. People will score goal then.
I believe Chelsea will win.
Chelsea all the way. Chelsea all the way. Thank you so much. Even though your line not too clear. Ladies and gentlemen, let's shift our page. Igwe, very quickly, let's get the messages from the Facebook page. It's the Fans Arena on Facebook. Like and follow the page. Drop your comments on each of the talking points right there. And no bother to go down we don't talk already because we know we'll go back there. So don't we never talk. Like Man U, like Man City.
What make Liverpool lose now? Now what did they talk about? Now we need the win. So Chelsea all the way I support them.
Felix the Backerman, Felix Chukwu should like say both teams need this winning like fish need water. But considering the players in their disposal at the moment, Liverpool we need to win this game to up in the table. All right, Olamide. Okay, Oladimeji Oladipopo says they should please score up to 3 goals in the match. That's all I'm asking for.
Crystal Palace, Aston Villa, Real Madrid, Man City.
If they
don't win Chelsea, you don't pay for them.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, very quickly, let's take 1 or 2 more calls on this Chelsea talking point. Of course, Chelsea are playing Liverpool this evening by 5:30 Nigerian time, and we're asking you who needs the 0810-9510951. That's 0810-9510951. Yes, just one more call for the road, okay? I'm going to close this talking point. Enter Manchester City, okay? Remember, I told you we have a human angle story on Man City. It has to do with Erling Haaland. I would like you to get here and to go to the Facebook page, drop your thoughts there. I'll read them in the course.
They will recover. They are in a very hard time now. They will recover. Okay. I trust that group.
So who will win? Who will win? Chelsea, Liverpool. Who will win?
It's 1-1 draw.
1-1. Okay. Thank you so much. And on that note, we'll wrap up that talking point and we go to Man City next. You keep it locked right here. See the Fans Arena.
Yourself.
That is 100% true.
The station with the...
As the voice of the people, we make sure that no one misses out until...
Adrenaline, our midnight show because we care about your love life.
Our nostalgia drive because old is gold.
Our show for young people because Gen Z code is on.
Our Pigeon Bit because na Naija we dey. Our book review.
Hello, football fans. My name is Victor Ezeji, MPFL.
Station with the...
As the voice of the people, we make sure that no one misses out. On Today 95.1 FM, there's something for everyone.
Our tech show.
Nostalgia Drive because old is gold.
Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies for that little mix up. Haaland and Johansson have largely kept their private life under wraps. Haaland and Johansson have largely kept their private life under wraps. But the City star was squeezed as part of an interview with Norwegian broadcaster NRK's Portrait Series A team. In a clip, it wasn't the one who checked her out, Erling Haaland. It had long been understood that Haaland and Johansson, who is 3 years younger, had been when playing at the youth academy at Brighton. Haaland joined Brighton at the age of 5 and spent more than 10 years with the Norwegian side before later having spells at Molde. Advances at Haaland, you know, that kind of thing.
Wow, first.
Now, woman, the toast man.
Guy go tell you, say, if you don't turn long distance relationship, I don't do long distance relationship. But here I'm now say, babe, they fly. They go see her. If now you know to go from here now to Havana, you go say relationship.
This can be with it.
You know, when you get a lot to lose because of the kind of things we don't see. If babe make that move, and you with the kind of things where you get, you go check yourself out.
You come meet to say, nah, guy, look, I got the body of style. You go agree. Serious relationship, or don't be chop clean mouth. You go agree for that can be. For here, talk to.
No, he said I didn't make the first move. You go shoot shot. Moses Bliss, I should be na in wife shoot shot. It happen.
Don't that we for here, we for there.
You go agree. You know, you don't say this guy na go digger. I want to chop my money.
Even me say that the shiki that even my father married to that never want to open my thought to our exchange.
Now she toast to you, now what?
But I better open my na me not.
You know, on a no date, that's what you're saying. On a no date.
Appreciate that guy's courage.
Isabel.
Those of them that that have the courage, they can just come to you and tell the guy, can't you see that I'm showing you green light? If you are doing well, guy can come to you and approach you. It has happened to me, for example. You understand that? So it's not a new thing. In this African setting, we see that maybe as abnormal. But I want to tell you, it's if you have what the girl likes, that girl, if you're not giving that girl the green light, the girl might be forced to give you the green light.
Make the move, yeah, exactly. Okay, so nothing wrong with that, eh?
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
And if woman make that kind of move, where you did, you go accept her?
I say it has happened to me already.
It's alright. No wahala. Thank you so much, big guy man. 0810-9510-951. 0810-9510-951. Yes, CB man, now they hear me. A woman can approach you as Isabel approach Erling Haaland. Now she make the first move. Haaland confess, saying that the babe make the first move. So not be him go talk to her first. Saying that the babe made the first move. Before you know what they happen, they don't start to date. And then the relationship has to talk like this now. Go on Facebook page, you go see the girl. Very fine girl. You understand?
Even the woman who they listen to us now. You if you walk up, go meet man.
Yeah, you will be woman.
And if you marry
Adama City, they hear me.
Mama Esther, you walk up, go meet your. No, she been walk up. Now you can walk up, go meet.
Now you walk up, go meet your husband. I mean, the other way around. Let's hear from you. Adama City, you if you walk up, go meet guys, say maybe your boyfriend and Chukwudi. How far now? I they like your way.
I love to talk to your own.
Hello. Oh, sorry, we lost that one. Do well to call us back if you can, okay? Yes, a very, very interesting human angle story, okay? This one I want to concern us, you know?
Yes,
it happened to a footballer. We are bringing it back home to relate with it as well. Let's hear from you. Let's hear your own story, you know? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Odoguwa.
You're welcome, bro.
Okay, my name is Favor.
Oh, yeah, now.
And they call from Eneka.
Favor, you're welcome.
Okay, so the topic at hand, I want to correct one impression. I don't see anything wrong with a woman.
No, we're not saying it's wrong. We didn't say it's a wrong thing. I'm just asking you. It's a question I'm posing to you guys.
Okay, let me tell you my life experience.
Go ahead.
I had one particular girl. I loved her so much. We attend the same church. But she also likes me. But me personally, I had this little kind of inferiority complex or something. Like I was unable to
you were not man enough that time.
Whichever way you put it.
You cut liver to go talk to woman. So people like you, if you go meet that girl that time, you don't tell her, say, hello, how about your family now? How about this? How about that? You don't come out. How was church on Sunday? How was church on Sunday?
So that was it. I was together for a long time. Every day, but then until someone else came and proposed to her, she said yes. One day she walked up to me and told me that you are not man enough. So she was like, you should have said something all this while, but you don't want to.
But she for talk something now.
That is the
she
point.
For talk too now, like Isabel do to
I felt that. So let's not discourage the girls. If any of them, if they like anybody, let them walk up to the person. There's nothing wrong with that. Let them have that courage also. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Royal Face Show. Thank you so much. In Nigeria, we say ourselves like say we're too holy for Nigeria. We're too morally inclined.
Most times women
don't agree.
They cheap. All those kinds.
This one they come for something. Say intention not pure. Sometimes
as a loose girl.
Women they get scope. They go use their best friend now. Come their best friend or they come tell your own best friend. But that girl they like you. Scope there, different way there. But women see if you like person talk. Talk.
And then Lehala no reason anymore. It's still
guy man now.
Begin with the day. Today they're still there together. They're partners. They're living together today. Ladies and gentlemen. Yes, let's hear from you. If na you, when woman walk up to you to come toast you, to come make the first move, you go agree? Is there anything wrong in a lady making the first move? 0810-9510951. Why are we asking this question? Erling Haaland has told us, Man City striker Erling Haaland, he has told us that his current babe, when and day now, Isabel Johansson. So now the girl made the first move. Now the girl check Haaland out, send Haaland message for the first time. So maybe he go to Stamo. And now the girl begin make the first move. Then he to him play along. At the end of the day, they are dating. They are going out seriously, They feel even eventually marry. Ladies and gentlemen, you feel that kind of thing. If a woman, they go feel walk up to man, go tell man, say, how far, guy, they like your way, all those kind of things. They make moves. They ask man out, all those kind of things. Can you do it as a woman? 0810-9510951. As a man, if woman do unto you, you go accept that woman. You go agree. In the meantime, let's go to the Facebook page. It is the Fans Arena on Facebook. The Fans Arena. Yes, drop your comments right there. But before we go there, let's hear from this caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Good afternoon to you.
Odogu, Malaysia.
Oh yeah, ma'am.
Okay. I'm Kingdom calling from a great alley.
Oh yeah, Kingdom. Let's go there.
There is not bad about the woman coming to you. I have an experience. In those days, when I was playing ball in the village, I don't know that a girl was admired me seriously. So I went to field. She said, I want to see you. I said, I'm going to the field. She said, when you are back, she took my number.
You don't mean it?
So I went back to the house in the evening. At past 9, some minutes past 9, she called me. Where are you? I said, I'm in the house. She said, there's something important. I should come to her house. So I was afraid. I said, what is that?
See audacity.
So I went to her house. She said I should enter the house. I sat down. She said she loves me.
Hey! Jesus!
Running away from
Jesus! My honorable, off your mic. Hello. Good afternoon, my brother. You're welcome. What's the name?
Nelson from Igrita.
Oh yeah, now Nelson.
There is nothing wrong in it, but another thing there is tradition and culture of the people. In our side here, it's not that common. Not that there's anything wrong in it, though.
Yes, so.
Many of us will look the girl as if it's a prostitute, she's too cheap, or which means, just like the other guy that called, there was another man pregnant her, and I was angry. And this lady was pregnant, and I decided that I will never see her again. So, but she was so worried that...
The mayor vow said, yes, I will accept her with an open heart. Excuse me, with much respect. Nothing wrong with it, because the earlier you express your feelings, earlier you start enjoying your relationship. And finally, Kes Isaac says, women should feel comfortable chatting up a guy they are interested in. Not bad for a woman to make the first move. Go for what you want. Never can tell. Things might be lucky for you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, in case you never did follow our Facebook page, please do right now. It is the Fans Arena, okay? Like and follow the page. All our talking points are there, and we usually upload stories. Yes, we bring update that site, that page every day with the latest happenings in the world of football. One more call for the road. Hello, good afternoon. Please be audible. Can barely hear you.
Yeah, it's Patrick.
Is it?
Patrick.
All right, go ahead. Let's tell you, Patrick.
Yeah, this our plan. Women want to see people to go so that when they start to marry, they think they are more than just you understand? They always have this thing that is called transaction inside. When they lead me to you to people want to make me so that when they start taking the back on you, they will say, now you come for me, I then now you come trust me. You are the like people. Then why people are more honest, more. There's nothing wrong with it.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Let's leave it there for want of time. Thank you so much, Pato. Okay, let's go to the text message and WhatsApp platforms that you've been talking. I mean, would they say on those days, some girls they make moves. Pass through your system. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's all about Man United right now. Yes, this is not glory. There's no glory there right now.
Before you move on, that last jingle where you're playing, now that shout out where you play, I sure say if Tasha did that position, she go take it back.
I don't know how long. I think there needs to be a clear message from the owners, whether that's the Glazers, whether that's Ratcliffe, there has to be a message of where this club is going, because at the minute we're all sitting there waiting for it to crumble.
Even the ones where they don't buy before, where they don't come out, they don't use them to do empowerment for that league itself. Hoilo now, they don't do empowerment for Napoli to take win league. So
Napoli are doing well with Thailand.
My brother. Games, in lose all except one game where they win 1-0. That period, the owner Josh Conke tell and say, no worry, anything will happen, we day your back. Man, you need manager where then go believe in Beckham 100%. Say we do your back, and that manager too make it get head. Whenever they go reach that bus stop, 9 man you feel see change, and these things will take time. Man, you should not expect a miracle overnight. It's not going to happen.
Igwe, is Amorim that manager, or should they sack him right now?
For me, he's not safe.
For 10 months, 11 months, you never win back-to-back matches. By the way, they are 1-0 up against Sunderland. Man U lead Sunderland by 1-0 after just 12 minutes. What's his name? Mason Mount got the goal with Mbemo providing the assist after 8 minutes. So Man U lead Sunderland by 1-0. The other game between Arsenal and West Ham is still goalless after about 14 minutes. Go ahead, Igwe.
So Odogu is becoming boring, sounding like
broken
record already. Now talking about Man U and their problem. I mean, with both the players, the coach, they don't. If you know the source of your problem, if you know the kind of solution you are going to profile to that particular problem. But as it stands now, nobody knows the problem.
But people they say maybe that the man
we know the problem.
The culture is dead. Not working.
You need to fix the culture. We know the problem. You need to fix the culture, but it's the willingness to do it that's the issue with Man U. It's the willingness.
Which now is the culture?
The box lies with the leadership of that team, the ownership.
Ratcliffe and the
Glazers. A manager and say, I'm backing you full time with finance. With everything,
so
get a good manager.
Is Amorim that manager? Because he's been there since November. Nothing has happened. Since last November.
Almost
1 year. Nothing has happened.
As Amorim day, You get the things where Amorim don't talk this season. Where we say he go give you the picture of waiting they happen for Man U. Amorim came out, I think that was 3 weeks ago, to say that some players want him fired. He said in an interview. For a manager to say that, it means that him in leg no even balance for the team.
He no go past Bruno.
In leg no balance. So they need if manager they supported, you go know. Manager no fit come out they tell you say player that player for that come on since. He not fit the team. So if he really has the backing of that team, then he can go ahead to do what he wants to do.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the phone line right away to hear from you. It's about Man United. Yes, Wayne Rooney. Oh, see, man, this number reach so they if they go Man United match, they expect them to lose.
We lose. Then they sing that for song now. We lose every week.
We lose every week.
We're not special.
The team is broken and the fans are waiting for the team to crumble. He can't recognize Man U again, and we're asking you, who is to blame for Man United's poor results? I can't remember. I can't believe I'm saying this. 13 years ago, when Ferguson was still in charge, I mean, back in the
good old days of Ferguson.
Now to win league, they talk of, by how many points?
We
don't mention Man United with poor results. No. So, but it don't be. It is what it is. They can't run away from it. Is it time for Amorim to be sacked? Like now? And by the way, they're leading, maybe if he extend his stay, they're leading Sunderland by going to 17 minutes, 5-1. That's the number to call. Let's talk about Man United and their troubles. Yes, who is to blame? 19339962. And before we go to the text message portal, let's go to the Facebook page. Yes.
Right, so Odogo on our Facebook platform here, the Mayor Val says the name Red Devils is their problem because the devil came to kill, to steal, and to destroy.
Oh yeah, hold on there. Let's go to the phone line first. You in that team as manager. They used to have Louis van Gaal as manager. David Moyes used to work there after Alex Ferguson left.
Listen to me. When Mourinho was there, the team was playing partially well. I'm telling you.
They won't finish second in the league one season like that under Mourinho, yes?
Yes, even for India. Sorry to say this.
It's alright. Sorry. Before I can use F word, Thank you so much. I mean, it's pathetic. It's painful if you're a Man United fan. Even if you're not a Man United fan, if you're a purist, a neutral football follower.
Felix, the Barca man, says both the players and the coach have to share the blame. But as you know in football, in football, players will always stay while coaches bear the whole consequences. Amorim, in his case, had made better.
Odogu, hello, a new one. They have the same problem. If you say the player is a problem, when you say that player or send that player on loan.
So you don't know where the problem they come from, man.
I don't know. The problem is a holistic problem.
Okay, don't worry. Let's go to first we'll go no. Hello. Allah, only time we tell. Thank you so much for your calls, for your reactions. Time fast spent. So let's leave Man United and their problems. They're good to the carry person problem, and let them carry their problem by themselves. Mo will go to another matter.
Let them sort themselves out.
Napoli teammate Kevin De Bruyne said of the Dane, I think Rasmus Højlund has a lot of quality. I think he's quite similar to Erling Haaland in terms of player type. They are both left-footed and
you out anywhere on the pitch. And now waiting Haaland we enjoy. And now Højlund has that to enjoy as well.
Man of the match.
The more organized setup.
And then man of the match.
The pressure now don't reduce. He's always been a good player, even from Atalanta. But United, the pressure is much, and then with the internal struggles, it's some. If you perform miracle for some kind of setting, they say a player you are as good as your environment. If you carry fish, go put it for land. You go be like say the fish knows about anything.
From you, have you been impressed by Rasmus Højlund's performance? Have you been impressed by Rasmus Højlund's performance since he joined Napoli? He scored 2 goals for Champions League, then beat Sporting Lisbon 2-1. Now he scored the 2 goals. Is he a bad player in the Champions League? Igwe, let's go to the Facebook page first.
Alright, on the Facebook platform, Jude Onwe GK says very much impressed with the Højlund performance in Napoli. He is not a bad player. In fact, Man United want to kill his career. No matter how good you are, Man United will quench your fire. A lot of goals in Man City of his defense splitting passes. Manchester United as a team lack the player to make strikers shine as expected, and as such should not blame Højlund alone. All right, the Mayor say very impressed with him, and with a player like Kevin being around him, I see him performing more. He was not a bad player. Seeing him play before at Atalanta and now Napoli clearly shows that Man United is the problem because nothing
for Barcelona body. They put up for Barcelona body.
The chopper, don't pull out that, the chopper.
No, we will get there. We'll get there. It's 0810-9510-951. 0810-9510-951.
My name is Moses, calling from Port Harcourt.
Moses, Oyana, let's go there.
Talking about Højlund. Højlund, I think the problem was not about Manchester.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much for your call. Well appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we go on a quick commercial break. And that's also signaling the end of the Serie A. Yes, on the Fans Arena. When we come back from this commercial break, we will be talking La Liga. Don't touch it.
Introducing the Big Bull holographic seal tape, your favorite authentic Big Bull rice, 50 kg and 25 kg. Now with holographic seal tape. This is to ensure you get the premium 5 kg. Now with holographic seal tape. This is to ensure you get the premium product from Big Bull rice.
Golden Terra Oil helps Mom pour her love in the tasty, nourishing meals she cooks for her family. Golden cooks for her family. Golden Terra Oil, pour pure love.
Good tasty food to the reduction of bad cholesterol. Golden reduction of bad cholesterol. Golden Terra Smart Balance Oil. Good food, no worries.
How do we make our cooking come alive, oh? Terra. For that tasty meal where you like, oh. Go for gold, Terra Gold Cube. The amazing seasoning cube. So when you're cooking your delicious meals, don't compromise. Go for gold.
When PSG knock Inter Milan 5-0 for Champions League, they pitch Barcelona and PSG. They meet for midweek. Barcelona first score, no problem. No Dembele.
Second 11, my brother.
No Dembele. That front three, no day. No day. Kvaratskhelia, no day.
Shame, no they catch Barca.
None of them will play. Injury, no get them play the ball. They still dominate. Outplay Barcelona. Create more chances, score more goals as they suffer the 2-1 defeat at the Olympic Stadium in the Champions League. So he agrees. Let's hear from Hansi Flick. Even as Arsenal have. Let's hear from Hansi Flick. Even as Arsenal have scored, right?
Man, you don't score 2-0 to Man U, 1-0 to Arsenal.
Declan Rice has put Arsenal in front. Odegaard, bad news, Abi?
Yes, bad news for Arsenal fans. Odegaard, we're supposed to give Gyökeres 40 goals. He not going to.
That means Gyökeres will stop the 20 goals.
I think there is no point we can say okay we are on the same level. So but also I think I will come back, and also we have to train, we have to work on that. What we are making not so well, and we will do this.
With how PSG dismantled Barcelona, it surprised you, shocked you?
Of course not. I'm not surprised.
With Lamine Yamal, with Rashford,
yes, with
Lewandowski coming in second half, all those big names, then nothing come out.
You know, if you look at Luis Enrique now, he dominated. They won the match convincingly.
Phillips for
Mendes left back.
No, see.
Oh my God.
Then say if you go for Mendes pocket, like you go see Lamine Yamal.
You see there.
No.
Leave Cho, nothing one talk.
No, football does not go that way. can I ask you guys question? So Chelsea defeated these guys, PSG earlier.
Go ahead.
Last season, Olmo was our creative player, okay, in the midfield last season. But creative player, okay, in the midfield last season. But this season,
yeah, Odogu.
I greet you, my brother. Good afternoon.
Yes, this is Ernest, the Barca fan.
Oh yeah, now. Ernest, let's go there. Ernest, let's go there.
I think anybody, no, but I blame the whole thing on our coach. This, I don't even know whether he actually has a first 11 this season. You see Irigasha today playing central defense.
Now rotation, they do rotation. Make now rotation, they do rotation. Make
hello. We know that rotation is good, but in doing that, you must first of all have your first 11. When he removed Pedri. And
Pedri was tired. He said that in the press conference. Pedri was tired at some point. He had to pull him out.
Forget that. It was when Pedri was substituted that BT had
tired. No evidence. You go explain. You go cry, join. Nothing. That result no go change. See that result? They don't beat on a 2-1. If you know one step, they explain. Just they explain. They go. No wahala. Okay, very quickly. Matters on the PM. Athletic Club. Yes, Athletic Bilbao. We battle Real Mallorca. While Real Madrid, we host Villarreal by 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Action continues tomorrow in La Liga against Atletico Madrid. Let's go to matters. 13 points with Atletico Madrid now up to 12th. 5th with 12 points on the table. Let's go to the sharpshooters right there. It has to be Mbappe is leading the pack right there. Kylian Mbappe has 8 goals from 7 matches. Following Mbappe right there. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, can we take 1 or 2 more calls? Let's see if we can get 1 or 2 more calls. 0810-9510951. Are you surprised? Just a surprise. PSG, the European champions. Just a surprise. PSG, the European champions. Dismantling the treble winners. Look at treble. Look at treble. European treble. Basa. All right, let's hear from you. 0810-9510951. The Basa fans are explaining. They explain. No evidence. Hello. I greet you. I greet you. Good afternoon, my brother.
I greet you specifically.
That's
Salut, Baba.
Talking of Barcelona.
Salut, Baba.
Talking of Barcelona fan, they go explain that.
I tell you, no evidence.
That day, I won't tell you. Even for we who they want white paper now. I have to see back and I walk over for them. No Dembele. No Cascalia. No
Marquinhos. Captain Fantastic.
I think straight ahead to Barcelona.
Wow.
But also we see that day, it only shock me. Electrical to me.
Now you see that like this now. Better beg you. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point we'll leave Barcelona and La Liga. Yes, before we leave that, let's get some messages on that talking point. Igwe.
Alright,
yes, on Twitter, Igwe.
Alright,
yes, on Facebook page. Yeah.
The Mayor VAR here on Facebook says no surprise for PSG dismantling.
Facebook page, yeah.
The Mayor VAR here on Facebook says no surprise for PSG dismantling Barcelona. Jude Onwe AJK said I was not surprised because PSG right now is in another world of football. To stop them, you must go the extra mile. I wish they will meet Chelsea again in the Champions League. Should we?
You just take one part of them. In the right long messages, as if we
you don't leave episode for us. Okay. Sincerely, I was surprised seeing Barcelona perform and display in such an abysmal level against PSG, considering they didn't have core of their players in action. Hansi Flick, though, doing wonders with these players recruits. But in other matches, his approach and even changing his tactics regarding the high line. Okay, that should be that. Alright, that's that.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, very quickly, right now, we are live. Yes, and it's a big story from the Bundesliga. Don't touch it. It's still the fans arena.
Hello, football fans. Desire Pranoze here, former captain of the Super Falcons and 4-time African.
man auf der ganzen Welt. Wie heißt dieser Club, der hier zu... Wer trägt seit Jahrzehnten unsere Bundesliga voller Traum? FC Bayern.
Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's still the fans arena. The fans arena. Take a strong hand. Not alone in the building. The guys are here with me for this one. Chidubem, Joseph, and Joko. We love to call him the CJN. And of course, Dede Igwe Livingstone also joining on the show today. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to Germany and let you know that Bayern Munich great Lothar, the England captain, struck last Friday in a victory over Hoffenheim to become the fastest to reach 100 goals in the 5 major leagues. He also scored twice against Minos Pafos in the Champions League on Tuesday to take his tally to 20 goals, a mandatory clause. He can stay at Bayern. Kane is in very good hands in Munich, and that's what he said. And speaking, asked whether he believes Kane is the best striker in the world, this is what he could feel more comfortable anywhere else than at Bayern. Yes, he says yes. Asked whether he's the best striker in the world, he says yes, especially when you look at the goals. He scores everywhere in every brilliantly. So, according to Lothar Matthäus, Harry Kane is the best striker in the world. Chidubem, at the moment, do you agree?
That's a difficult thing to say. Striker, if you tell me about general all-round striker.
No
wonder, my brother.
No wonder. If not for age, we use Mr. Mike. I agree with you again.
You're welcome, bro. You're welcome.
If not for age factor, I think I would say Harry Kane right now is the best striker. If not for age factor.
No, now the goals and the look, not the age. The oldest striker can still be the best striker. It doesn't matter.
Because in the German league, my dear, when he left England to German league, I know say Golden Boot my name. Or is he even Academy Trophy? Is he Golden Boot my trophy?
The last 2 seasons, the last 2 seasons, 9 carrier.
Yeah, you can't be producing 20 Golden Boot and go to that league, you not be the best. I think even for Alan and Mbappe right now, I think he is the best. But all round striker, complete striker na him. He can play free kick, he can play right leg, left leg, and with head. I think all-rounder is the best right now.
Thank you so much. He says all-rounder. Say Harry Kane may be the best striker in the world right now. Do you agree? Is Harry Kane the best striker in the world? Lothar Matthäus believes so. Yes, German great Lothar Matthäus. He says Harry Kane is the best striker in the world right now. Do you agree with him? How about Mbappe? Is he better than Mbappe at the moment? Is he better than Erling Haaland at the moment? In the league, he has 10 goals. These other guys, Mbappe and Haaland, have got 8 league goals so far. So, on the strength of that, would you say Harry Kane is the best striker in the world right now? 0810-9510-951. Can join us on Facebook as well. The page is The Fans Arena. You like and follow that page. And of course, drop your comments right there. We have limited time. In the meantime, let's hear from this caller. Hello.
Odogu, good evening.
Yeah, Adaman City, welcome back.
Thank you, Odogu. I disagree. Haaland is the best striker in the world.
Right now. Right Haaland, because you be Man City fan, I make the same Haaland.
But now you guys get the award.
For Premier League.
He don't say him. He never score goal for Premier League.
The best striker right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Adaman City. Igwe, very quickly, let's get the messages from Facebook right away.
All right, Ebom, thank God, Chimene says Haaland is a machine, but I will take Kane because if his team needs him, he can also be a creator. Put Haaland in a point man. If he sees zero service, he won't perform. Judonwe JK says he is not the best striker in the world right now, considering that he is playing in a lower league than Haaland and Mbappe. You can't compare Bundesliga to Premier League and La Liga. They no be mates. Okay, Felix the Bassaman says as a striker, I still see Haaland more potent among other players like Kane and Mbappe. But in terms of the all-round aspect of the game, I will consider Mbappe a bit higher in quality than Haaland and Kane. And finally, the mayor says Harry Kane is not the best striker right now, and he is not better than Mbappe and Haaland.
All right, thank you so much for those messages. Ladies and gentlemen, Time, not our friend. Yes, so we're almost done with the show, okay? But before we go, let me allow the guys to say their goodbyes. And of course, share their social media handles as well. Chidubem and Igwe, yes, feel free. Your final take on the show. And of course, let the fans know how they can follow you outside here.
Chidubem NG on X. You can go there and you find me. It's easy to find me. And yes, you go see a lot of Arsenal content for there, no worry. Chelsea, if I know waiting good for now, Chelsea, we're gonna beat Liverpool. If I not beat Liverpool, I don't want to hear anything like world champion for this show again, ever.
Alright, for me, it's yours truly. For all my social handles, X and Facebook is Igwe Livingstone. Igwe Livingstone. I want to say a very big thank you for listening, and all of you that called in, a very big thank you. And it was nice doing this with Odogu once more again.
All right, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, the show is incomplete without you. In fact, there's no show here if you're not there. If you're not there listening, no show will happen here, okay? So the show is all about you. Many thanks to all of you who took our time, 3 hours from 1 p.m. till 4 p.m. to join us today on the Fans Arena. We'll be back again, same time next week, every Saturday, 1 to 4 p.m. right here on this frequency, okay? You keep it locked. Emeka Dena is the name. Emeka Dena Odoguwan on Facebook. You can also follow our page, the Fans Arena. You like and follow that page. And of course, be a part of the action right there. Keep it locked. The guys are here for today's Sports Live. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Fußballmannschaft kennt man auf der ganzen Welt? Wie heißt dieser Club, der hierzulande die Rekorde hält?
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Stay informed, stay ahead. Tune in to Today 95.1 FM for the latest news and exciting sports updates. Your trusted source for everything you need to know. Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
This is what we've waited for. The showdown. The fastest men in the world.
Hearts racing.
One light, two lights. They're backing off and backing.
Pulse rising.
Who will come out on top? Who'll take 3 lights more? He's ready to be the star.
The anticipation.
Powerful, strong. Compact. Tyson get right. Hold all the way. He's looking right.
The heart stops. Catch the sports gang on Sports Attack Mondays through Fridays, 7:30 a.m. and Today's Sport Live, 3 to 4 p.m. and also on the weekends, 1 to 6 p.m. only on your premium sports radio. Today, 95.1 FM.
My name is Gianni Infantino, FIFA president. For the best of sports, always listen to Today Sports Live on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Hello, my name is Kanu Wanko, aka Papilo. For the latest and trending sports stories, always listen to Today Sports Live on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's Sports Live on your premium talk news and sports radio station, Today 95.1 FM, and you are listening to the voice of Henry Ogugo here with the sports crew to run you through proceedings from now to the 6 o'clock hour. Yes, we did have Emeka Dena Diodogu on sports and the rest of the guys from the 1 o'clock hour to 4 p.m. to talk about or handling Fans Arena. Yes, Fans Arena. But now it is time for today's Sports Live here on Today 95.1 FM. Like I did mention, you are listening to the voice of Hero Gugu here with you this lovely Saturday evening. And as usual, I am never alone in the studio to do all the talking of God guys here with me. Let me start off by introducing Osagi and him with the demigod in the world of sports. Osas, good evening, welcome.
Good evening to you, Henry. Good evening to my colleagues right here in the studio. Good evening to the people of Port Harcourt. It's another, would I call it just 1 week before we get set to move into the international break. And I think we definitely will be making the most of what we are seeing right now. Arsenal leading West Ham United by 1-0. What a way to speak to Liverpool later this evening that you need to be on your toes because Arsenal is just right behind you and most likely showing to everyone that
they should be top on goal difference at the end of if this result stays if it
stays this way. Yeah. I know Bournemouth. Okay, no, they should be ahead of Bournemouth at this point. So it's a good way for Mikel Arteta to actually, I don't know if I would say silence his critics.
Yeah, they'll be ahead of Liverpool based on that will be 1 point.
1 point. So a good way to silence his critics and let them know that he's in for business. Over the week, in one of the Sports Attack shows, we had a lot of persons debate if Arsenal could be worthy of saying that they are the favourites to win the English Premier League as well as the UEFA Champions League. But with all that we are seeing at this point, both in the UEFA Champions League and the English Premier League, I can as well say that Arsenal are in it. But a huge blow already as we saw the captain of the side, that is
Martin
Odegaard being taken off. But the squad depth is there. I think he wouldn't be missed that much. It's just for the other guys to step up and see how to cover up before he gets back to action.
So Arsenal are leading by 1-0 against West Ham over there in the English Premier League. And should that have been a penalty? It looks like there were calls for a penalty.
That's a penalty. It's obviously a penalty. It struck the arm of Mavropanos. And I don't know. This is the second time now and no review was done. I don't know if it's right to say the video assistant referees. I don't want to say what I don't want to say.
Okay, so no penalty. So it's still Arsenal 1, West Ham nil. There is Reliable Reliance here with us in the studio as well. Reliance, good afternoon or good evening. Beg your pardon. Welcome.
I don't want to say what I don't want to say.
Okay, don't say it.
I should not say it.
Yes, don't say it.
Whatever else has meant by that. Great to be here. Good afternoon, Abi. Good evening to everyone. So after this weekend, we go back to watching national team football because international break is upon us. Nigeria and other countries who are vying for a place at the forthcoming World Cup and those who have already qualified. So we have to look at these guys playing for their respective national teams. So savor the weekend, enjoy it very well because this is going to be the last of it, at least for the next, how many weeks before we return to interclub football?
About 2 weeks.
For the next 2 weeks after now. You'll not see your Chelsea, you'll not see your Barca, you'll not see your Napoli again, at least for the next 2 weeks. Great to be here, Henry. Good evening to everyone.
Yeah, great to have you here, Reliable Reliance, and there is Benjamin Mina as well with us in the studio. Benjamin, good evening. Welcome.
Good evening, Henry. Good evening to the guys in the studio. Good evening to our lovely listener out there. It's good to be here to talk sports. Well, today, I woke up with that ginger, that's talking about the match between Rivers, Eyimba and River against Rivers United. I just don't know what to expect from that game. Since yesterday, I've been talking tough about that game. A lot, it's at stake in that game. Well, but one thing is sure. The show is meant to be interactive and you're part of the show. So sit down, enjoy the ride with us.
Yes, definitely sit down, enjoy the ride with us. And this show is actually meant to be interactive. We do have the feedback platforms for you to be a part of it for the SMS and WhatsApp portal. The number is 0701 933 9962. 0701 933 9962. While for the phone line, the number is 0810 951 0951. 0810-951-0951. So, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I say take a seat, fasten your seatbelts, and let's get the show on the road. And now let's kick things off with a brief review of what transpired as regards UEFA Champions League during the weekdays, being Tuesday and Wednesday. And yes, there were games. Liverpool losing over there in Turkey with Nigerian international Victor Osimhen scoring the goal that condemned the Merseyside Red to their first defeat in the competition for this season, as well as the clash of titans, the clash that a lot of people are like, if it was us, it wouldn't have been 5-0 in the final. But, well, the side they said they would have beat, or wouldn't have beaten them 5. With a depleted side, still beat them during the weekday. I hope I made sense. Okay, yeah. So Barcelona did lose to Paris Saint-Germain by 2-1 in the UEFA Champions League as well. Let me just quickly run through the results or the score lines of games that were played in match day 2 of the UEFA Champions League. We did have Atalanta defeating Club Brugge by 2-1. Kairat Almaty lost by 5-0 to record holders Real Madrid. Athletic Club de Madrid were 5-1 victors over Eintracht Frankfurt. Bodo Glimt played out a 2-2 draw with Tottenham Hotspurs. Chelsea, yes, they did defeat Benfica. Jose Mourinho led Benfica on return to Stamford Bridge by 1-0. Like I did mention earlier, Galatasaray were 1-0 victors over, a struggling Liverpool side. Inter Milan were 3-0 victors over Slavia Prague. Marseille did defeat Ajax by 4-0. Pafos did lose or were trashed at home by Bayern Munich 5-1. Karabakh were 2-0 victors over FC Copenhagen. Union Saint-Gilloise did lose by 4-0 to Newcastle. Arsenal were 2-0 victors over Olympiacos. Borussia Dortmund did defeat Athletic Club de Bilbao by 4-1. Barcelona did lose to Paris Saint-Germain by 2-1. Leverkusen. Bayer Leverkusen played out a 1-0 draw with PSV Eindhoven. AS Monaco did hold Man City to a 2-0 draw over there at the Principality Stadium in Monaco. 2-2 it ended. Napoli defeated Sporting Club de Portugal, Sporting Lisbon by 2-1, and Villarreal played at a 2-2 draw with Juventus. Yeah, those were the scorelines for match day 2 of the UEFA Champions League games. And let me start off with you, Osas. You're looking at the results, you're looking at the games. First off, which of these ones stood out for you? Which of these results you look at and say that it was quite impressive, especially surrounding or with everything surrounding that particular game or that particular team?
I think it's going to be the game between Union Saint-Gilloise, the whooping boys of the league or the Champions League. I wouldn't want to say that because I think Union Saint-Gilloise in match day 1 had the better of was that able to a team like PSV Eindhoven is not just able to a team like PSV Eindhoven is not just a pushover side that you can say would lose woefully to an Union Saint-Gilloise. So I expected needs an accolade to the Newcastle players. Big one there to Anthony Gordon's was a terror. Arsenal, but they are here again replicating the same thing they did last season. This time I just hope that they go a step further, owing to the fact that they've got a lot of Arsenals within their ranks. I'm talking about players, Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona game, but let's leave that one for tomorrow. But for me, these are the two games that did stand out. Arsenal,
why are we leaving it for tomorrow? A much depleted PSG defeated,
being bigger than most likely the entire front line of arguably the entire front line of.
How is it bigger than the entire front line? The
entire
front line of Paris Saint-Germain has the current Ballon d'Or holder and winner.
Let's put the goals and the assists together for last season.
But did it sound out for you, Reliance?
Yes, so
okay. Please tell us how it stood out for you, because I mean, we're talking about the depleted.
Why is the UEFA Champions League about? To remind you that I have less than 2 hours to end the show.
So please tell us why it stood out for you.
It stood out for me. It stood out well. But what you tell about?
So please tell us why it stood out for you.
It stood out for me. It stood out well. But what you tell about? Why can't it stand out for me?
Look, young, youthful, energetic, and a vigor-filled Barcelona side will stand a chance against Paris Saint-Germain, who are fluid, equally have the energy, and they believe that if it had happened, it would have been something different, made it to be the match to watch out for. I could recall us talking about it, Henry, when the match was about to start, and we're like, I mean, Ian played that match on fit, was not 100% fit, and then Bakola, Desiree Doué, okay, I think Bakola played. Desiree Doué was not part of that game. So you look at many star players of Paris was able to get on the night. So yes, Rafinha is a key player for Barcelona. You cannot rule out his exemption from that match not being a disadvantage to Barca. That's fair to think and to excuse Barca because they had injuries, as Paris Saint-Germain had. Paris Saint-Germain had injuries of major, I mean, Marquinhos at the midfield. Vitinha played on fit. Nefes was to check, so he might have to excuse for the medics to take care of him. Let's look at the incident that happened. So he contested the ball on air and may have been a clash, not exactly a clash, but somehow the player of West Ham United may have scratched him while contesting for a header. So right now, Bukayo Saka is being taken care of by the medic. That is Fernandez, who had that scratch on Bukayo Saka's face, probably landed on his nostrils, and that led to his bleeding. So the situation is under control at the moment, and the medic is taking care of the player. So you are thinking, how that match would have been different. You're thinking Flick should have been able to master something. Of course, he had the edge. In the first 20 minutes or thereabout, Hansi Flick had his boys on Paris Saint-Germain, something I expected that should happen. A dispossessed ball, and then next, the 3 passes, Lamine Yamal involved in the first because he got the wrong pass that was supposed to go to a teammate of Paris Saint-Germain, and then 3 passes and he went into the back of the net with Marcus Rashford being involved. So from there, you expected them to build on that momentum because, look, it was a depleted Paris Saint-Germain side. You look at that midfield, how Barcelona controlled it in the first half. You were thinking, in fact, Paris Saint-Germain's midfield was almost close to non-existent in the first half, in the first 30 minutes or thereabouts, because of you can't take away the factor that Vitinha wasn't fit for that match. And then the defense lines considered a lot of pressure. Something that if Marquinhos was there, for instance, he would have been the leader of that back line. And then you expected more bite up front. It's Mayulu, for crying out loud. Mayulu played the centre forward. Do you want to keep Mayulu side by side with Lewandowski, even an aged Lewandowski? You know, you can't do that kind of comparison. So Mayulu led the attack for Paris Saint-Germain. And many of us believed that coming to the second half of the match, the same stride will continue. I felt, because again, even that 30 minutes that Barca had the advantage, there was that signs of Paris Saint-Germain could do something from this match. They could get something out of this match. So I felt like, okay, coming to the second half, maybe 1 or 2 tactical changes and then maybe a draw or something. Or at best, for Barca, they will win. At best, for Paris Saint-Germain, they will draw the match. But then again, second half, Enrique probably told his boys, just beat their high line, and that's it. And Barca has been vulnerable for the past couple of seasons since Hansi Flick came in with that high line. Just find a way to beat their high line, and then you're good. If you watch, that's how teams have been beating them. Inter Milan in the Champions League last season was a similar scenario. Just beating, and recall that I think at home, I think that the second goal or thereabout was off a counter attack. So just beat the high line, and then you are able to beat Barcelona, which is something I believe Hansi Flick should find a way to work on. You know, you have Kobasi, you have Jules Koundé. They have the pace, they have the energy to run, but it does not necessarily mean that you must put them in a situation where they'll have to track back more often, especially when they come up against pacey attackers. And that's one thing that Real Madrid failed to do last season. They failed to utilize the players that they do have to be able to beat that high line. They felt, okay, Kylian Mbappe has a pace, Vinicius has his pace, Rodrigo has a pace, so they can always run at them. And of course, when you do like that, when you're so open like that, you're making it easy for those who are using, or for the team using the high line as a trap to drag you into it. So that's something I think Hansi Flick needs to find a way to work on. And again, that exposes that there's a lot to be demanded from Barcelona. There's some work that needs to be done in that team. So there is just no way we can have a match weekend in the Champions League and there's Paris Saint-Germain playing Barcelona, and that wouldn't be the star match of the weekend. I mean, going by Barca's exploits last season, going by Paris Saint-Germain's exploit last season, not comparable, of course, but of course, Barca had a fair share of good run last season, and also going by the hype around it, with the fans believing that if they had played Barca in the final, it wouldn't have been a disgrace as it was for Inter Milan. Probably, maybe it wouldn't have been, but the big question is, if a depleted Paris Saint-Germain can beat you in your bedroom, how much more a fully fit Paris Saint-Germain team?
Okay, so Paris Saint-Germain actually defeating Barcelona by 2-1 over there at the Stadio Luis Campanis. And is that a penalty for Arsenal?
That's a penalty.
But that contact looked to be outside the box.
Yeah, but I don't think it's outside the box. What's his name now? The Holland international, Timbers, was actually brought down by Diouf, the African defender, and then the referee pointed to the spot, not thinking, and I think that's the correct call. Penalty for Arsenal. They've been knocking on the door since second half began, and then this is more or less like a gift on the platter of gold for Bukayo Saka, who takes the ball and found the back of the net. 2-0 to Arsenal.
Okay, so Arsenal are leading by 2-0 here. Bukayo Saka with the second goal from the spot. So it is Arsenal leading by 2-0 against West Ham over there.
Can I ask us a quick question?
Yeah.
The Arsenal of last season or season before last, is it possible, let's say 70%, that this match would have ended in a draw? With how West Ham started, with how we saw the first half?
I think they would have still been able to.
They would have still been able to win.
Sneak out. They've always been sneaking results against West Ham.
Yeah.
It's always been like this.
It's against West Ham, so I think they would have looked for a way to actually get a win, because that's how they've been. It's like the Liverpool Crystal Palace, always a hard nut to crack, but there's always a winner in that game. So I think Arsenal would find a way to actually win. Be it Arsenal of 2 seasons ago, 3 seasons ago, they would look for a way to win. But where it's
outside the box, how on earth was that given as a penalty in favor of Arsenal?
Arsenal's favor is not fair.
But that
contact was outside the box.
That looks to be outside the box.
Last season, Arsenal cried.
The contact that initiated the foul was outside the box.
And I wonder how the video assistant referee did not intervene, did not check on that.
Like I said, favor is not fair.
No, it's not in instances like this where it looks very clear. I mean, you have the monitor just in front of you for the replay. You have the luxury of the replay. I might need to look at it again. Probably there's a concession or there's a clause that led to the decision to award the penalty. But from that very first one scene replay that I saw, it looks like the contact, everything happened from outside the box into the box. And if that is the case, absolutely, you don't give that as a penalty.
Except the rules have changed where you give the penalty at the spots where the player falls down. Because these days, you can sleep up and wake up and you find out that the rules have changed. But from where I'm sitting, that actually did not look like a penalty. So let's say Arsenal have benefited from the glitches. But the injury issues, I hope that's not one for Calafiori.
I don't think that looks something to be serious. Just a little bit of spat between Calafiori and Lucas Paqueta there. Briefly, we'll head over to talk about the Liverpool versus Galatasaray game, the Champions League. But the starting lineups are out for the game between Chelsea and Liverpool. That game is coming up by 5:30 p.m. Nigerian time for the Chelsea 11. Rob Sanchez in goal. The 4-man backline, we do have Malo Gusto, Josh Achampong, Benoit Badiashile, Marc Cucurella, and in midfield we have Reece James, Moises Caicedo, and Enzo Fernandez, and up front we have Pedro Neto, Alejandro Garnacho, and João Pedro for the Chelsea side. On the bench we have Felipe Jorgensen, Gabriel Slonina, Jorel Hato. Emenalo is also on the bench. Romeo Lavia, Facundo Buonanotte, Jamie Bino Gittins, Esteban Williams, and Mark Gui. Now let's head over to give you Liverpool's own starting 11 for that game. For Liverpool, they do have Georgi Mamadashvili in goal. For the defense line, we have Virgil van Dijk, Ibrahima Konate, Milos Kerkez, and Conor Bradley. For the midfield, we do have Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister, Dominic Soboslai, and up front it is Mohamed Salah, Cody Gakpo, and Alexander Isak. Well, we'll be getting into that to actually, will you say, hopefully just a brief preview before the game gets to start. But for Liverpool on the bench, we do have Freddie Woodman, Joe Gomez, Wataru Endo, Florian Wirtz, Federico Chiesa, Curtis Jones, Hugo Ekitike, Andrew Robertson, and Jeremy Frimpong. Benjamin, let me come over to you. Liverpool losing to Galatasaray. I mean, a lot of people felt it was a poor Liverpool performance, but Slot came out to say it wasn't as bad as people wanted to make it look. We created chances. We had chances to score. Yes, there were errors. Konate having an off game. Even Van Dijk sort of had an off game. But should Liverpool be worried, or Liverpool fans be worried, especially after back-to-back losses? And especially, should they really read much into the fact that they lost to Galatasaray? After all, they don't even have a good record in Turkey at the end of the day, and it's just match day 2, so maybe should they actually be worried as things do stand?
Well, I think for Liverpool fans, I think they should be worried because they've got a defense that you don't need to rely on at this point in time. Ibrahima Konate not really at his best. The man could give you 5 straight good games, perfect games, and then if he wants to kill you, he gives you 3 bad performance. I look at him and you say your price tag is not what more than Rob Holding of Arsenal of those days. But at this point in time, it is what it is. But I think I'm still scratching my head around the fact that and Slot don't want to look in the direction of Joe Gomez. I know Joe Gomez can give you 20 plus games, but as long as the first choice centre back is not performing, you look at this and then keep him on the bench, and then possibly that could put him on his toes and starts the other the one deputizing for him. But for Gomez, we've seen Gomez last season. Since the man has been a faithful servant, he can actually step up and get things done decently on his day. But for overall performance, I think they were actually poor on the day. Liverpool were actually poor because they created chances, but they couldn't get one at the back of the net. Mohamed Salah is one player that the man has had a dip in form, but one thing about Mo is the fact that he could have a dip in form and the man might end up scoring more than 12 goals the whole of the season in the Premier League. That's one thing, that's what the man brings on the table. But overall performance, I think Liverpool are actually playing badly at this point in time. Florian Wirtz, the man has chances created. He's among the top chances creators. The man has created chances, but it's so unfortunate that the man has not, found the back of the net or given an assist. But I look at his performance and I feel maybe the man is trying to adapt to the fact that he's playing in a more quicker league. But I think the man is going to come good, But again, for Liverpool, losing against Gala, many could say because they won the league and, because they've rated themselves that high, they've placed themselves that high, they look at it and say we are supposed to beat Gala, a league that is not really up to the standard of what we watch in the Premier League, and a Premier League champion coming here to lose. But the truth is, records is something that are there, and record have a way of haunting teams, especially when you play against a team or in a country where you haven't had the best of results. But don't forget, that is where the miracle happened, the miracle of Istanbul. Not in the same stadium, but that is in the Bushiniki Stadium, but still in Turkey. So Liverpool expects something miraculous to happen. But the truth is, this is more or less a wake-up call for Ancelotti. The man really needs to sit down and then look at his team, see how he can reshuffle the team and get the best out of it. Well, you read out the lineups, for the game against Chelsea this evening. Florian Wirtz is on the bench. Hopefully, the man sits on the bench, coming at some point into the game and then affects the course of the game. But for Liverpool, I think they need to sit down. The earlier they get their house together, it's so unfortunate that they couldn't get a centre back, in person of Maguire or possibly any other. But Leone, the young centre back coming in from Italy, that would have stabilized things at this point, is out injured with ACL injury for a year. So he's out for a year. So I think Liverpool would have to be praying at this point in time that Ibrahima Konate and Virgil van Dijk get their house together as soon as possible. The defense line as a whole get their house together as soon as possible, or they might just be praying for January transfer to come in so that they could get somebody to fill in. But overall performance in that game, it was poor from Liverpool.
Okay, yes, poor from Liverpool. Well, it was the Atatürk Stadium in Turkey, in Istanbul, 2005. Luzhniki was the 2008 final in Moscow. Yeah, Chelsea and Manchester United.
So you guys are telling me that Kodigakbo, Florian Wirtz, I don't even know why he benched Mo Salah, but let's just say Salah started from the bench. Jeremy Frimpong, Ogo Ikitike cannot trouble a defense line led by Sanchez, Badakche, Singo. What's the other guy's name? Jacobs.
It's one of those games.
Is that what you're telling me?
No, it's one of those games and then you get a bad day.
You
right?
come to the midfield, there's Gravenberch. Who again started? Who partnered Gravenberch in the middle?
Curtis Jones.
I think she was Curtis Jones, yeah. You're telling me that these guys cannot walk?
Look at Torreira
and Lemina.
Like I said.
And then there's Badakchi. There is Jacobs. I don't know why
there's
he benched
Sanchez.
I don't know. Sanchez didn't start.
He didn't start.
He didn't start that much. He came in later on.
Okay.
The offense line was Yilmaz, Ike Gundogan, who played from the
right. The midfield was Lemina, Torreira.
No, I know Lemina, Torreira, but
Yunus Akon.
Victor
Osimhen, and Ike Gundogan, and then Yilmaz. Now, Loresana came in. I think he was later introduced into the match. He didn't start. So I want to sit here and be convinced and be made to believe that midfield. Okay, let's even say Torreira and Lemina. These are two energetic midfielders, right? They have the capacity to shoot. Torreira is one, guy with a column for one language, but my liver. So he has now you sabi. So he has that energy. I think Lemina can also come into that category as well. So let's even say, let's leave the midfield. Let's go to the defense line. Sanchez, Singo. Sanchez is not a bad defender. He's the leader of their defense line. Then Singo, Badakchi. You're telling me that Hugo Ikitike,
Kodigakpo,
Florian Wirtz, they can't walk these guys. and get something out of that game, even if it's one goal.
But Liverpool had chances, they missed. Liverpool had chances.
We are saying the same thing. Let's even say that these guys can't do it. Now, at some point, McAllister was introduced, Mo Salah came on, Isak even came. Okay, let me even excuse Isak, because for Isak is still yet to find his rhythm in that Liverpool, and it might take him time. It might take him maybe 5 more games to go before Isak finally settles into that front three, if they're going to create one. So let me leave Isak aside. McAllister comes in, Mo Salah comes in, and still they couldn't score one goal. Why did they even bench Mo Salah in the first place? Okay, say he has to rotate because some players didn't start preseason, some players cannot play array of games, the workload will be too much, dynamics and all, no problem. But how about starting a game that certain players that can guarantee you result? Because until he does it, Franvis cannot guarantee output for Liverpool for now. That's not to play down on his quality, but for now he has not been able to guarantee that output. He has had a work rate that leads to creating so many chances, but to guarantee that output, not yet. Then Isak still in that category. So let's even say I even excuse these guys. And then you're looking at Hugo. Hugo has been in fine form since he joined Liverpool. Cody Gakpo has been a mainstay in Liverpool for seasons now. So why didn't you just start the guys that you know can guarantee you result, output, and then afterward make whatever changes you want to make if you want to reduce workload for players? Because from where I'm seated, maybe they might still need 1 or 2 signing. That Liverpool side has the squad depth that they need to compete for the season. Probably, I think the only signing they missed out last season was that Maguire signing that collapsed. So they have the squad depth needed. So I can't stay here and make excuse. I think it was majorly on. I mean, I can't expect that defense line to shield Liverpool from creating chances, from running riot at them. Because again, that defense line is the defense line that I just mentioned. So I expect Liverpool to go at them. I expect Liverpool to hit the bar. I expect them to do, but the output, the outcome of that match should have been better off than that. So I can't sit here and take that excuse. I'll keep it. I'll put it on the coach and Slot. For whatever reasons, he decided to start the players he started. Maybe probably underrated Gala, which I don't think. I mean, why would you underrate the Galatasaray? Because that Galatasaray squad is decent. Apart from that, their defense line that have been conceding goals here and there. Oh, I'm even reminded that defense line conceded how many goals against was it Eintracht Frankfurt?
5 goals.
5 goals.
Yeah.
That defense line.
But it just feels like this is a Gala that always looks different at home and away from home.
My brother, if Liverpool is the Liverpool that they look to be,
that has been talked about.
They have been talked about, and the kind of signings that they've made. Again, I've tried to excuse some of these guys, but let's just say if the Liverpool is the Liverpool that have been talked about, and the Liverpool that won the league last season, and the Liverpool that is being ironed to look at how they are being ironed to look at, even if now 1-1 draw, even if now 1-0 or 2-1 win against that Gala, because you can't match them side by side. You can't match that Gala team side by side. Maybe Ike Gundogan, probably, who is aging. Maybe Victor Osimhen is the only player from that Galatasaray setup that you think will come into the Liverpool setup and bench whoever is leading the centre forward position for Liverpool at the moment. You can't match them. So there are level of play, and there's how you go into a match, and there's how you are being seen. There's a perspective you are being given, and that's the perspective that Liverpool have had. Many people gave up that match in favor of Liverpool. They gave up the match in favor of Liverpool, and it didn't turn out to be that way. So trust me, it's on Slot. One, you need to find a rhythm to orchestrate that Liverpool attacking lineup, because again, back-to-back defeats has a psychological effect on players. Finding a way, it might take time for Franvis to come through. I've said it before, I'm still going to say it again. Maybe Alexander Isak as well. But it's totally on, first off on Slot, the kind of players he started. Jeremy Frimpong started instead of Mo Salah. Nice one. The players he started, and then for Of course, Galatasaray's front line is a bit decent. They should be able to trouble. But I'm still looking at. I'm looking at Liverpool back line now. I'm seeing Virgil van Dijk. I'm seeing Brahima Konate. Okay, KK started. Who started on the right? Szoboszlai.
And was really poor on the night.
Szoboszlai.
That right back position.
Why you no carry Jeremy Frimpong, go in play, start Mo Salah, keep Szoboszlai for bench? Because I could recall, which match was it? Okay, that was a Man City match, not a Liverpool match. So you look at all of this and you're thinking, what was Slot actually thinking? Was he not underrating what Gala can bring? Or did he also forget that maybe life has been tough in Turkey for Liverpool? So put all of this together. Nah, I'm not buying the excuse. Slot will need to do better with the Liverpool side he has. He will need to find this rotation thing that he has adopted. He will need to find a way to adopt it in a way that works. Because I'm not the one to tell. For instance, now Ruben Amorim have been saying I'm not going to change my playing pattern. Even the Pope cannot make me change my. No problem. Don't change it, but make it work. That's what the fans are looking for. That's what the owners of the club are looking for. If you don't want to change your playing pattern, your playing style, let it work and give results. If it works, nobody's going to complain. So if you think it's okay to rotate the way you want to rotate, because I'm one of those who advocate for players to have moderate workload so that it extends their longevity in the sport. If that is what you want to do, that's fine and good. I won't tell you don't rotate. I won't tell you don't start Mo Salah on the bench when you're playing Galatasaray, Turkish champions. But what I'm saying is, let Jeremy Frimpong deliver. Let Ugo Ekitike deliver. Let Ferran Vis deliver. Because you want to rotate. Else, you revert, get your result first, and then find a way to straight going forward. Maybe make whatever changes you want to make. So it's Slot who didn't just get it on the night. I'm not going to take excuses for all of those things and stuff. Come on, you don't have that defense line. I don't expect Liverpool not to run at it. Nah, they will run at that defense line.
Henry, in as much as I want to agree with Reliance concerning Slot, yeah, Slot has his own percentage of the blame. Beginning to overthink, just like how Pep did overthink for some seasons, and also at the beginning of this season until he started thinking of having his men stay anytime he has to come out. And the Slot is beginning to do that as well. But I think Liverpool came up against a spirited Galatasaray side. Why I say so is, if you look at the statistics coming from that game, everything went the way of Liverpool. So much did come in there. I think an over 16 shots through the game, and a couple of, though really poor, just 3 shots on target. But I think it was a more or less spirited Galatasaray side, and that's what you get when you have a side player at home in front of a massive mammoth crowd cheering and supporting. So it's a game of football. That Galatasaray side also, even that defense line, are made up of major league defenders who did it in their 8 days in the English Premier League. I know Sanchez was in Tottenham Hotspur but he was able to hold his own at least. Having recorded your playing time right there in the English Premier League can still put you at that quality to come in there. So it's not as if we're talking about the Galatasaray side that Liverpool should have run over them, and maybe it's the Galatasaray side we're comparing, or having players come from Eimba Football Club of Aba and trying to punch above their weight.
Are two-time Champions League winners, please. Show some respect. Show some respect, please.
They are players. Look at the crop of players in there. Lamina was there for Wolverhampton Wanderers, Southampton, Marseille. Ike Gundogan, you saw him at Manchester City just last season.
Ike Gundogan of now, and the Ike the prime is. Will you call this a prime Ike Gundogan?
But you saw him in Manchester City.
Yes, we saw him even when he returned.
You don't need to be a prime.
You don't need to. You still have it with you. That's the reason. That's why Kevin De Bruyne. That's the reason why. That's the reason why.
I expect Kevin De Bruyne to do whatever he did at Napoli.
Did you also expect Luka Modric?
Yes.
Okay, then why are you expecting Ike Gundogan to do it at Galatasaray? Why are you expecting him to man that midfield? They can't do it
at the level where you have a prime. They can't even do it at the level where a Liverpool team. See, whatever Ike Gundogan is doing right now, can't do it at the level where this Liverpool team cannot run at that midfield, own it, and beat him.
But you expect a Luka Modric to do it
even
against a Napoli.
AC Milan
they beat a Napoli.
No, hold on.
They beat a Napoli that won the Italian Serie A last season.
Good.
And he was one of the top performers.
And you've also forgotten that we have different winners of the Italian Serie A for a couple of seasons now. The point I'm making here is that a Modric-led midfield, I expect to see beauty from Modric, those passes, but not at the level where, which team do I even use? A fit Paris Saint-Germain, not be this one where people don't eager. A fit Paris Saint-Germain midfield.
If you have a bad day, Maguire can turn.
That's not.
If you have a bad day, even a Maguire can turn a Fabio Cannavaro.
I don't expect
against your team
a fit Paris Saint-Germain midfield to go below or to not to own a midfield led by a Luka Modric of now. I don't expect that to happen. Does it mean that Luka Modric is not going to show stuff of the experience and the quality he had when he was in his A days or in his prime? He will. So what are we saying?
The truth is, Liverpool had a bad day, and like I said,
and against the spirited Galatasaray,
even Harry Maguire will turn a Fabio Cannavaro against your team. That is how it is. It does not mean that you are bad. Your team is bad. Liverpool created chances, they couldn't take it, and they had fewer shots on target. Look at the team overall rating. The team overall rating is 7.0. It shows how bad they are on the 9th. So for me, I'm not saying.
What happened to Liverpool against Crystal Palace?
I'm not saying.
Benjamin, what happened to Liverpool against Crystal Palace?
They were bad. They were poor.
Okay, they had a bad day too.
Yes.
Okay.
If you have a bad day in the office, like I said, any team can run over you.
No problem. So all the defeats are the ones to come for Liverpool. We keep pegging them as they have bad days.
That doesn't change the fact that Liverpool need to look at their defensive issues.
Exactly, I said it there.
It's one thing that and the undoing here is that was one department where
the Galatasaray
signings were not made
from open play.
Yes, they scored a penalty.
The penalty wasn't from open play.
They scored a penalty.
But they had
chances from open play.
Osimhen missed a couple.
Why wouldn't they have chances from open play?
One-on-one.
Why wouldn't they have chances from open play? Why? They will have chances from open play. But okay, you where they like stats.
But we didn't see this regularly from Arne Slot's side last season, especially from the first half of the season.
That is why people need to accept the reality of this Liverpool team in the last two matches than just saying they have a bad day. That's the more reason, because if you don't accept it and see what's going on with the team, you will not be able to correct it. We saw this team last season. So that's why people need to accept that what's going on, that there are concerns that must be shouldered upon by the coach and find a way to make it work than just saying they have a bad day. If you're saying they have a bad day, you're saying the rhythm is there, but it just happened. But there are concerns. And we can narrow these things down.
Virtually the same players who did it big against Arsenal some 3 weeks back. Szoboszlai in that same position, more or less the same number of players. We had Curtis Jones coming in that game to take the position where he played against Galatasaray. Cody Gakpo was there. Florian Wirtz was there.
Let's talk about happening. Hold on now. Let's talk about the front three.
It was Hugo Ekitike in that game. Cody Gakpo as well as Frimpong.
Szoboszlai, where did he play in that game?
Szoboszlai still remained at right back, even through the game against Arsenal, where he scored that free kick.
Give me the midfield combination.
The midfield combination had Ryan Gravenberch and Curtis Jones. McAllister was just the only person not in there who came in later on.
Wow, I'm not talking again.
So, but it's the same crop of players. That's one of the reasons why I said most likely it was a spirited, I don't want to say bad day, it was a spirited Galatasaray side. It doesn't mean that Liverpool did absolutely bad, but it was a spirited Galatasaray side. And I can't omit the fact that Liverpool needs to look into their defensive frailties. I think more of confidence or more of it should be put on players who play the natural position. Szoboszlai should return back to what he does behind the striker, or maybe probably somewhere in the midfield.
Which looks like what Arne Slot is trying to do today.
Okay, so he should return to that and forget about this right back flipping and right back discovery experimentation that you're doing with Dominic Szoboszlai. Let Jeremy Frimpong, Conor Bradley begin to hold that right back position.
flip it within both of them. If you feel Frimpong is not so defensively pruned, look at games, let Bradley start, offer his defensive input, then maybe you can bring in Frimpong later on. This trying to experiment, I think, is one thing that is affecting that department. The defensive department is one place where you need natural players.
I appreciate your narrowing down this stuff, right? I'm picking this facet out, right? But call it the way it is. Let me take us back. Maybe we've forgotten. Let me take us back to how Liverpool started the season. Even the first match that they won, even the couple of matches that they won, we saw that there were signs of concerns. Liverpool was doing stoppage time winners. And I could recall myself, and I think was it Priya also talking about that eventually, when this luck runs out, although I don't believe in luck in football, let's just say when this pattern ends of winning, getting winners at the dead, it might haunt this Liverpool team. That the coach will need to find a way to fix this team. And there were people who said, no, by that time, the whole everybody would on jail, everybody would on get chemistry. Imagine how formidable they will be. Imagine Franvis Conclave, imagine Issa Conclick. These are not things that I deny. If Franvis clicks, Issa clicks, Liverpool becomes formidable. I'm not denying that. But how Liverpool started the season, the 6 matches they won in the EPL consecutively, winning at the dead, we saw concerns despite those wins. And we also said that if this pattern ends, or when this pattern comes to an end, Liverpool might begin to struggle. Against Crystal Palace, Liverpool of the first 6 matches of the season would have won that match at the dead. But what happened? The table flipped, or the cards were flipped. It was Crystal Palace who won it at the dead. So it's okay for you to say, to give it a spirited Galatasaray, but there's a need to call this Liverpool team the way it is, how it is happening now, just straight up. Than playing around, you should return these players, you make this one. These are obvious things. But if you don't call it the way it is, it's as good as hiding behind the smoke screen not to call the problem that Liverpool undergoes at the moment, which if it's not being looked upon, even this Chelsea team that looked very porous against Benfica, ordinarily you expect Liverpool the Chelsea we've seen that have players out injured, almost about double figures of players out injured. The Chelsea against Benfica I was wondering how. Okay, it was an own goal. That Benfica side was coming to the game, was playing against that Chelsea. In a match where you have that Chelsea against Liverpool, everybody should already have that. The Chelsea fans should be afraid that this match is done, because we expect Liverpool to come at them and win and get the win. But there's a twist right now. There's a possibility that there are Chelsea fans who are fancying their chances because of what we've seen Liverpool do in the last 2 matches. Categorically in the last 2 matches. So if you don't call the problem the way it is, you will see how this current Liverpool team will continue to, what's the word? I don't want to use struggle, but they'll continue to feel the heat or to get hot. I rest my case.
Okay, 0701-933-9962, 0701-933-9962. That's for the SMS and WhatsApp portal. You can send your thoughts there as regards everything we've talked about. Champions League match day 2. Now, quickly, before we get to just say a little preview before the game between Chelsea and Liverpool does get to start. Manchester United are currently defeating Sunderland still by 2-0, and it looks like Amorim has bought himself some time, although reports had it that he was never going to be sacked, irrespective of what happened here or happened at Old Trafford today. Arsenal still leading West Ham United by 2-0. But Reliance, let me come over to you quickly. Bayern Munich, Manchester City. Now, Bayern Munich is one team a lot of people have not been mentioning so far this season. They've been going about their business, winning in convincing manners. Michael Olise, Harry Kane, 2 players that have been so unplayable this season. you think Bayern at that side that you're looking at could slowly build momentum and could go under the radar, and in the round of 16, boom, they now have another fantastic run and they go on to win the Champions League? And also for Manchester City, it just feels like the team cannot just stop giving away chances to the opponents. And yes, they look lethal in front of goal, but it also feels like they are not converting as much as they are creating, or they should be converting.
They look lethal in front of goal because of a lethal weapon. One lethal weapon that they have, which is Erling Haaland. So with Erling Haaland still leading that front line, you expect City to look lethal in front of goal, and probably it might not also allow their offensive frailties to show, because you have Erling Haaland. So find a way to put it, and acrobatically he gets the win. I mean, one of the goals against Monaco was just, you needed an Erling Haaland with that kind of long leg to be able to get that kind of goal, flipping over the goalkeeper. So that's an advantage for them. Of course, that's why the man was signed. Come and deliver us in moments like this, or do. That's why he's being paid the huge amount of money he's being paid at Manchester City. That's one. And then secondly, for City, the struggles are there. It's obvious. We've seen it. The coach even knows that he is struggling. Now, if anybody or any manager or anyone didn't want to believe, at least from what we saw against Arsenal, became so obvious that Pep Guardiola has succumbed to fate, that this team no good. So as this team no good, make I dey respect myself when I dey play teams if it cause problem. One, Arsenal. I collect that one goal. I mean, imagine at the 70th minute, Pep Guardiola won't lock up.
We don't see one goal now. You don't go lock up.
They come out, almost change the entire offensive line. Leaving, of course, that's where experience comes in. That's why it's not Enzo Maresca. Left Jeremy Doku there to continue causing problems, and then eventually it was even taken off as well.
Yeah, so for
Savino, yes. And still brought in Savino again. That's why it's not Enzo Maresca. So there was no red card, by the way. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Don't mind me. So he has succumbed to fate that, look, this team no good. So if I see one goal from Arsenal, if I feel defend from the 70th minute to the end, I beg, I'll collect them 3 points. But Arsenal did deliver for that day, found a draw off Martinelli and a through ball from Eberechi. And then you move on against Monaco. They were conceding spaces. Normally, you don't expect Monaco to hold ball and drive Man City from the middle into their box. But that was happening more often than not. So you look at it and you're thinking, the man don't know, say this team no good. So all you need to do, Erling Haaland and Beck, stay fit for us. As you stay fit, anyone we see, just to deliver. Just like when Kvaratskhelia said that for Victor Osimhen to be up front, just put the ball in, go anything, put any place where in there, he will do something about it. I think it's the same scenario with City right now. Erling Haaland, I beg, use your head. Erling Haaland, I beg, do acrobatic kick. Just keep giving us the goals. Why Jeremy Doku, who look like a different animal entirely this season, at least from that Arsenal match or even the match before Arsenal, it looks to be more productive, it looks to be more accurate, more precise these days, take on players more than he used to do before, and then open up the defense line more than he has done before, and that's a compliment. And then you have Erling Haaland who finishes off. So they are banking on that and they are pushing forward. Savinho, I don't know whether he had injury problems that probably had, because it doesn't look like the Savinho we saw last season that came up and we're like, okay, there's going to be serious competition from the left-hand side. Savinho was promising, but it doesn't look like that. Phil Foden is still on the process of rediscovering himself, and then the whole midfield, you're living that work right now on what's his name? The captain, the non-captain.
Ruben.
Bernardo Silva. Even though we have Tijani Reinders, who just came into the Premier League, has had a fair share of brilliance and also had a fair share of one blunder, one giveaway, one unnecessary, this thing like that. And so the midfield chemistry hasn't clicked just yet. Then you're looking at the man who was out, and people thought that the crumbling of City last season was due to the absence of Rodri, back to the fold. But unfortunately for him, back to a fold where the engines are dissipating oils from different outlets. So, and you're trying to control oil dissipation from this outlet, try to close up this channel. So the team has not really have that chemistry, or they've not really clicked. So right now, Pep has resigned to fate. This team no go mad, the manager and they go. Yeah, he complained about a couple of decisions in the match against Monaco, especially the penalty that was awarded that led to the 2-2 draw. Shouldn't have been awarded and all of that stuff, but it does not still take away the reality of where Man City is. Man City isn't good this season. Man City is riding on a crest of experience of the coach, and the coach deciding to be realistic and say this team no good, make a define result, and then also having the arsenal to be able to get results in tight situations like that. So I'm not putting Man City in any competition, but for Pep being Pep and for the players he has being the players he has, you cannot entirely write them off and say it's a close season for City, because despite that, they are still getting results. They're still winning games. Yeah, they had back-to-back losses. They've been able to bounce back from it in the Premier League, and they're still scoring massively. I mean, in a match where Erling Haaland will score you 2 goals at least, you expect other players to step up, maybe 1 or 2, Phil Foden or even Jeremy Doku, which is, I think, something he also needs to work on and improve. So that's about Man City. That team is not good this season to really compete. This is about, let's see if this team will click eventually, maybe toward the midway point of the season. But for Bayern, I think it's a team dancing to a silent song that, due to the silence of the song, many people are not paying attention. People are not seeing what Michael Olise is doing in that midfield for Bayern Munich. He's doing, let's just say, in the whole attacking setup for Bayern Munich. People are not really seeing, are not even appreciating what that boy is doing. So, and then Harry Kane. I mean, you have Olise that's creating, you have Harry Kane that scores. Recently, was it 2 Bundesliga match week ago, he became the fastest player to score 100 goals for a new club, beating the record formerly held by Erling Haaland and Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
So you have Harry Kane that is a lethal weapon that scores, and then Olise came into the fold and is delivering as well. So people are not really paying attention to it, and of course, maybe also because it's Vincent Kompany. So I could be thinking, if Nami coach Bayern Munich in the German Bundesliga, I should be able to win league. But that does not also mean that the Bayern Munich we're seeing is as lethal, as dangerous as the Bayern Munich we've seen in the past. Maybe they will get there. Maybe Vincent Kompany is learning from experience. Of course, he should, and also pushing that side to also learn from experience. But they are not yet there. Maybe that's also the reason why people are not really paying attention. They can go find the Champions League. Of course, in the Bundesliga, I expect them to be major contenders. In the Champions League, maybe not yet. We saw them in the Club World Cup, and you're looking at the team and you're thinking there's more to be desired from this Bayern Munich side under Vincent Kompany. So they have the potential to go far in the Champions League, Henry. So people should pay attention to whatever Vincent Kompany. This could just be the season that he announces himself.
Okay, so Bayern Munich, Manchester City, Liverpool, Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona. What was your take on match day 2 of the UEFA Champions League? For the SMS and WhatsApp to that one is 0701 933 9962, 0701 933 9962. And for the phone line, the number is 0810 951 0951, 0810 9510951. Phone line is open for you to call in and give your take on everything that transpired in match day 2 of the UEFA Champions League. Well, Arsenal?
No. You want to give us update about Arsenal? You can give us.
No, they won now by 2 goals.
Okay, they don't win. Okay, no.
Wait till they get
No. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay.
Okay, and they're on top of the table. Oh, so Arsenal won and they are on top of the table. Yes, I forgot to add that to the update. Okay, 0810-951-0951. Manchester United fans, you also won, defeating Sunderland by 2-0. So Ruben Amorim, the man, stays in the job. And let's head over to the English Premier League. But phone line is open for you to call in and air your thoughts on everything that transpired as regards the Champions League. Ruben Amorim said he's not worried about losing his job at the club. They've won today. So definitely it looks like maybe his job is safe for another week. Although that wasn't the case as regards even there being a threat to his job, mostly being outside noise or noise from the fans. But someone else was also speaking, and that was Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, and he said it would be damaging for Amorim's reputation if he is to resign as United manager. Let's head over to the phone lines first. Hello, caller. Good evening. Welcome.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Kapolobari.
Please go ahead.
Liverpool fans. The match today between Chelsea and Liverpool. Let me just start from the Champions League. You got everything I want to make on you guys ready for stadium. No? Like that Champions League match. You go there very hard, say me and they my house you can't say you run over me or say because of you be champion of England. No? Yes, because I have played a local match like that. The community that play against us, they were very strong. But when the match started, we didn't even know how we take won that match. Even up to today, if they ask me how we take won that match, I cannot even tell. So that is a match for you. So, but for me and Liverpool, me and Anslot for Champions League, me I no get problem with them. Because already from the starting, I don't tell una. Say me I no get problem with them for Champions League. I only want make him do well for Champions League. But when me I get problem with them now for Premier League. When he no do well for Premier League, and at that time, I will call and say him be one season wonder. Then for our today match, Chelsea and Liverpool. As a Liverpool fans, with the depleted Chelsea, I cannot just come like say Liverpool will run over them because when there is not a big player like that, the other ones, they like to come up like showing themselves that they have something to offer for the club. So I will see the match like the match will go, it will be hard, but as a Liverpool fan, I still believe that Liverpool will win.
Okay, thank you so much for your thoughts there, Kabolobari. Do well to keep the calls coming in. The phone line is open 0810-951-0951. Barcelona fans, where are you? You are all talking tough ahead of your game against PSG. I mean, what excuse could you make for your side actually losing to Paris Saint-Germain? But let's head into other matters as regards to Manchester United. Okay, is this a Barcelona fan? Hello, caller. Good afternoon. Or good evening, beg your pardon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, this sounds like Ernest.
Yes, it's Ernest from Delhi.
Okay, Ernest, please go ahead.
I want to respond to what Leon said about PSG and Barcelona. He was saying that we can't compare the injury in PSG and that of Barcelona. And I want to say that is a no for me. Because he mentioned 4 key players from the PSG team. Also said that Barcelona has that same 4 players. Imagine where there is nobody. Our goalkeeper number 1, Johan Garcia, wasn't in that match. You should also forget that Femi Lopez had injury too, and then Martin Rafinha. So the two said they were just depleted. It was not like maybe we are trashed. It's not that just one or few mistakes from the team, which is a normal thing in a game. You understand that? So you don't tell me that PSG has more depleted side more than Barcelona. It's a lie. Because the two teams has a depleted side. It's just that when two teams fight, one team must win or they end up in a draw. But telling me that PSG was more of a weaker team, and that's a weaker team than Barcelona, I can't take that. Then for United, it's a good thing to see them returning to winning ways. But the most important thing is that can they sustain it? Even they play next weekend, there's no match next week. But when this finally returns, will they also win or they will lose again? Arsenal, they are just maybe let me just say, an hour on top of the league. I know the Liverpool will win and also return to the top of the league.
Okay.
Then for Liverpool, it's already must win for them if they really want to sustain their lead in the Premier League. Then for Manchester City, I still believe in that team. It's just that they are going through a little kind of, should I say, I wouldn't use the word rebuilding, but a little kind of shaky defense and all that. But once that matter is settled, and I think it also need some players to also step up. In case in a match where Haaland couldn't score a goal, other players like Sivino, Doku, and some other key players, even when this person checking the turns, they should be able to know how to combat their chances. And once they do that, once they start doing that, you see them. And what I like Guardiola in his team is that once that thing stabilizes, come on, you can't stop him again. It becomes unstoppable. So they should look for a way, now that it's still early days, to step up their game so that they wouldn't be far behind Arsenal and Liverpool. So I still have that confidence in Guardiola that within a short time, this is good to, and once they step up, nobody will step them. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much for your thoughts there, Ernest. Hello, good evening.
I come back.
Okay, Kabalo, please go ahead.
About Liverpool. I think if I get an slot number, because an slot won't make me a vex for them. Because they complain since last season, say defense. In by all those players, we in by. We know by Konate, where they do those things, when they do for that defense. I mean, no, say Konate. Since last season, say Konate be done the get problem for that defense. In by all the front, we in by, fine defense. If they continue all this in chop and change, when they do, today you go carry another set of player play ball. Next tomorrow you carry another set of player play ball. Even they continue this one, making especially Liverpool, we not go mind even anything we don't win for us in first season. We go start more. So even they do today match. We just give on today match as a grazing like that is
period of grace.
Mercy of grace for today match. If he try today lose, either he draw today match, me I go start to shout for him back because anything where they happen to him now, his own problem. In play last season, he see how the way the season start. This season and this season as he don't come, say one by player. You start to do chop and change. Another match you play another lineup, another match you play another lineup. When you know say you are 5 and 6, you know good. One person where they are no good from last year they get problem. You know find way sort them. As you don't defend your front, you know sort back. If they do like this, make you not say we will leave them for there. I don't want them because the team don't pay me because the way people don't have me as a Liverpool fans, they see me for but we need to change. Yes, I'm telling you.
Because just two games. And banter is part of football. It's one of those things in football.
The two game no be game we're supposed to lose. Like that Crystal Palace and the match we're supposed to even
Chelsea
Champions League match.
Palace have been unbeaten in 19 games. Chelsea beat to Palace in the opening game. Are we even sure Arsenal will beat Palace after the international break? Palace are good.
People say record. Now people see the break record.
Okay.
So yes. So making no say those two match when lose, we don't write and somewhere.
Okay.
So making no say in seat when they on top now, hot seat.
What if he goes and wins the league or Champions League? Will you still keep it somewhere, or you forget
For Champions League, me and I don't already from when season start. I tell say me I know they bother for Champions League. Say where my own problem they now for league. If he win the league, I go clap on for him. I go happy where. But if he win the Champions League, I go only take and say. Now part of the game, but now Premier League now my own problem day. Asking away day for that place today, may then just hold that one as temporarily holding something. When we don't play our match today, we will know.
Okay, thank you so much, Kabolo Barry. Well, he looks like he's hell bent on Liverpool actually usurping Manchester United and having 21. United still being on 20. And yes, let's talk about the Manchester United game or team before we get to talk about Liverpool and Chelsea. And just quickly about Manchester United. Asas, do you think Amorim actually resigning from Manchester United will take or would be a big hit to his reputation if he does that. I mean, Hasselbank is more about, this man should stay, whether the storm and try and get what he wants on track in United than actually resign. Or maybe it's a better situation if he's even sacked than resigning at the end of the day.
I think the best answer to that is the saying that goes that it's best to leave when the ovations are high. At this point, I think Manchester United cannot even afford to sack Ruben Amorim because, as I said before, I've always said before, the club is in a precarious situation. We've seen a lot happening within that club, not just to one aspect or one area of the club, almost to every path of the club, seeing what we call bad times right now. So the best he can do is to sit back, see how to think things out. That's what Hasselbank is actually talking about there, because if you step out, you're more or less stepping out like a coward that could not find a solution. So the better would have been for him to sit back, see how to rejig his, put on his thinking cap, rejig whatever he calls his tactics, and see how to get the club back to winning ways. And if that happens, you can now finally say that would have been goal number 2 there for Inter Milan, but it still remains 1-0 as Cremonese have just survived the boots of Mkhitaryan there. He would have made it 2 for Inter Milan. But back to what I was saying, I think it would be best for Ruben Amorim to get Manchester United back to, if not winning ways, but back to a more or less safe ground. And then if he wants to step aside, he steps aside honorably. If he does step aside now, that's what Jimmy Hasselbank is talking about there. If he does step aside now, it only speaks one thing about him. A manager who couldn't wield the pressure, he couldn't chest the pressure, but decided to run away when it would have been best for him to sit down and see how to stable the ship. So for now, Ruben Amorim still remains the coach of Manchester United. Let's see how he continues to grind out results one at a time. Today, I think they go back and they pat themselves on the back and say they've really done well. You will say, it's Sunderland, but that's the same Sunderland that got the better of Nottingham Forest last week at home at the City Ground, and were able to go all out and get all 3 points. Coming to Old Trafford, I thought that maybe they would have been able to repeat the same, but good enough, Manchester United was able to hold their own. The game management was, and DeMarco makes it, the game management was more or less top-notch for Ruben Amorim this afternoon. You could see how he, at one point, brought in Kobe Mainoo to stable that midfield. Instead of becoming too adventurous, he thought it's better to come all back and see how to be conservative, hold on to what you've got, and going out to search for more to come through. So I think it's going to be taking him one game at a time to correct the wrongs, one game at a time to feel more comfortable in that seat as the manager of Manchester United. I believe Manchester United will come clean. Yes, they will come clean at the end of the day under Ruben Amorim.
Yeah, they go find detergent.
Well, United did defeat Sunderland by 2-0. Let's run through results across the major leagues in Europe. In the English Premier League, Leeds United did lose by 2-1 to Tottenham Hotspurs in the lunchtime kickoff, and Arsenal did defeat West Ham by 2-0, and Manchester United defeating Sunderland by 2-0 by 5:30. In about 10 or 9 minutes time, we'll be having Liverpool take on Chelsea. In the French Ligue 1, Marseille are currently defeating Metz by 1-0. Brest and Nantes will come up by 6 p.m, while Auxerre will take on Lens by 8:05 p.m. In the German Bundesliga, Augsburg did defeat Wolfsburg by 3-1. Bayer Leverkusen were 2-0 victors over Union Berlin. Borussia Dortmund and RB Leipzig played out a 1-1 draw, while Werder Bremen did defeat St. Pauli by 1-0 by 5:30. We will be having Eintracht Frankfurt take on Bayern Munich. Yes. So, and let's head over to the Italian Serie A, where Lazio played out a 3-0 draw with Torino. Parma did lose at home to Lecce by 1-0, while Inter are currently defeating Cremonese by 1-0. And by 7:45, we have Atalanta take on Como. In the Spanish La Liga, Real Oviedo did lose by 2-0 to Levante, while Girona were 2-1 victors over Valencia. Athletic Bilbao will take on Mallorca by 5:30, and by 8 p.m. we'll have Real Madrid take on Villarreal. And in the NPFL, the Nigerian Premier Football League, Bendel Insurance are currently playing out to goalless draw with Nasarawa United. That game is in the 61st minute, while El Kanemi Warriors are also playing out to goalless draw with Kanu Pillars. That game is in the 56th minute. Now let's head over to teams or matters as it regards that game at Stamford Bridge that kicks off in the next 8 minutes. Chelsea taking on Liverpool. Benjamin, it's a Chelsea side that's depleted, but I mean, you're still looking at the lineup and it still looks promising, but there are questions to be raised, or some Chelsea fans will not be comfortable at when you look at that lineup. Is a Josh Archipong and a Benoit Badiashile that are manning the defense line for Chelsea. Maybe that could also be one of the reasons why Enzo Maresca is putting forward the midfield he's putting. But are you comfortable, or do you still have issues with what Enzo Maresca has actually put out there, irrespective of the fact that he has the issues surrounding him as regards absentees?
It depends on the motivation behind that. But we've seen in games like this that the young stars actually want to, prove themselves and tell the manager, I need to be playing games, and games like this is maybe the way he wants to start. He feels like he's going to start the youngster, and then we saw Arsenal bringing I've forgotten the name of the guy,
Max Daumann.
Yes, Daumann, actually a 16-year-old. We've seen Liverpool actually bring in Rion Gomoa at some point, but starting the youngster in a game like this, I look at it and I want to question why he would start a youngster in this game. Well, maybe because of injury. You look at it, maybe injuries because of the injury level. I would prefer a Rhys James in that position, in the centre back position, rather than a Chimpong, because this is not a game. The game of this magnitude is not a game for where you have to look at it and say, let's do this and do that. There's a reason why most managers get to, bring in. We saw Ancelot at some point in this season actually play Szoboszlai as a right back. It's not as though this is what he wanted, but at some point, because of the experience that this player has got and maybe other attributes, but I'm just still trying to wrap my head around. Even if there's injuries, play Rhys James there and look for a way to choke the midfield. But starting him, he's the coach. After all, a certain Nigerian coach asked him, a media man, are you the coach? So I'm not the coach. So the coach has known his plans before now, and maybe that's the reason why he gets to start the youngster. But for me, I'm not very comfortable starting the youngster in this kind of game. I could bring the youngster possibly in couple of minutes to couple of as the game wears on, I could bring him on. But starting him in this kind of game, well, maybe this could be a stepping stone for him. But you look at it, can he cope with intense pressure? No is the answer for me.
Reliance, definitely this has to be the chance for Ancelot and his Liverpool side to capitalize. And when you say stop what some might want to term a rot, or some will say it's not a rot, it's back-to-back losses. But I mean, do you think this is the right moment or the right time, or is advantage Liverpool to try and see how to, will you say, get on a winning note before the international break? And also, what do you make of him dropping Florian Wirtz for this match at Stamford Bridge?
Well, I think he should. I think it's the right call. Maybe 50-50. But I think it's the right call. Sometimes some players do better off coming off the bench, or they might need to integrate themselves into the game or into the team. And coming off the bench sometimes do help. Marino is a manager who knows how to use that approach to get the best out of players. It's not like Florian Wirtz he's not a quality player. He's a quality player that I still have a strong belief that he will eventually come so good for Liverpool. And when that happens, Liverpool will enjoy the services of the man. So it's okay to start him. Return Szoboszlai there, good thing. Mo Salah start where he's supposed to start, good thing. You have options from the right back. Bradley starts. Jeremy Frimpong is an option off the bench. Good thing. Alexander Isak starts. You have Hugo Ekitike on the bench. And then your midfield is being manned by McAllister and Gravenberch. Perfect. Let's see how they progress. So it's advantage Liverpool, of course. You can have a Chelsea side with Achimpong and Badiashile leading the lines for them, banking on the experience of Rhys James and Caicedo, because that's what I think he's doing. That's what I think Maresca is doing to help cover up.
and then you want to play around and you don't want to do the best you can get to get the result. So I think it's a way back. It's an open door for a return for Liverpool. They should be able to seal this one over Chelsea, because Chelsea is not the best Chelsea we've seen. Enzo Fernandez is now Cole Palmer. Is one player that in his absence, Chelsea struggles. Of course, Pedro Neto brings whatever he brings. Alejandro Garnacho is yet to even fit into that team. Here's me thinking that he's even playing Alejandro. He started Alejandro Garnacho in the past 2 matches. He has started because of lack of options. So if those other guys were probably fit or available, or the team was fit as it was, maybe during their Club World Cup run, Alejandro Garnacho was, I mean, when he came into the side, came off a couple of matches after the signing was complete from the bench. So maybe also the talk of easing him into the side. So he's having a starting bread today because of the situation of the team. So it's a depleted Chelsea team. I expect Liverpool to get the win. On paper, they should be able to seal this one. And of course, practically as well, Enzo Maresca has shown to us in the past couple of matches that he still has a lot of learning to do. He has shown to us that the Club World Cup run was just a one-time thing that happened that season. Won the Conference League, credit to him. Won the Club World Cup, credit to him. But in the past couple of matches, hope he doesn't get a red card today, by the way, because Chelsea is on a run of red cards. 3 straight matches right now, they've considered red cards. Trevor Chalobah had one, and then I think
Pedro had one in the Champions League.
In the Champions League, although that one was from a second yellow card. So hopefully the stretch, because you can't have, if this Liverpool team runs at you, you can't afford to have one man down, So hopefully Chelsea is able to shed their swords and be more conscious, more careful this time, not to earn themselves a red card. Now, if that doesn't happen, they might want to see whatever they can get out of it. But I think this is just about the best time to play this Chelsea side. The Chelsea team looks promising, but there's still some things that the Chelsea side is lacking. They have more potentials than quality players that can deliver. I've once told people that a Chelsea team, a fit Chelsea team, not even this one, a fit Chelsea team, take away first 11, and then what you have on the bench or what they have coming on is just potentials and talent, and that's it. And you cannot expect to run 4 competitions like that with that kind of team. And so there are many players in this Chelsea team that, let's say, if it was in the era of the former owner, they wouldn't even come close. They'll be on loan in many places. But when you look at that, now compared to when they now have many of those guys out injured, I mean, it's just the right time for Ancelotti to come back to winning ways.
Okay, well, the right time for Ancelotti to come back to winning ways. We have to go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, it will still be today's Sports Live. Do not go anywhere. We will be right back.
Verberge Imperial Hotel. Experience luxury and comfort. Verberge Imperial Hotel is a premier indigenous catering and hotel services provider in Port Harcourt. Our hotel offers a range of well-furnished rooms with modern facilities, ensuring comfortable stay for our guests. Our modern event halls can accommodate over 500 guests, making us the ideal venue for conferences, seminars, weddings, etc. Our state-of-the-art facilities include 24 hours electricity supply, constant and steady internet services, CCTV cameras for enhanced security, fully armed security guards, trained professional personnel. We pose a conducive environment as our hotel is located in a quiet and peaceful environment perfect for relaxation and focus. Our location is at Bank Anthony Avenue off Ordnance Junction, Transamadi, Port Harcourt. Contact us today for inquiries, booking and reservation. Please call 0803-272-4646, 0906-557-0873. Delivering Imperial Hospitality services at Verberg Imperial Hotel.
Welcome back to the show. This is still Today Sports Live on your premium talk news and sports radio station, Today 95.1 FM, and you are still listening to the voice of Henry Ogugo. And I still have the guys, Benjamin Osas and Reliance, here with me in the studio. And yes, before we did go on that break, we were talking about a lot, the UEFA Champions League, Ruben Amorim, and also Chelsea, Liverpool. That game has actually started. And guys, quickly, I'm asking you to call this one. Let me start off with you, Benjamin. What happens here today?
Liverpool. I feel it's a battle of redemption at this point in time for Liverpool and Chelsea. Liverpool back-to-back loss, but for me, I think Liverpool gets to win this one.
So, how many? Can you guys the score line?
3-1.
Okay, so 3-1 Liverpool for Benjamin, and for you, Osas.
I think Liverpool cannot afford to lose this one, or else if they do, they will call family meeting on top of their head as it stands right now. That would be 3 losses on the bounce, and I don't think it goes well for Arne Slot's reputation. So they are going to be putting in everything possible to make sure. And I think if Liverpool loses this one, it could be likened to Barcelona losing to Paris Saint-Germain and a depleted Chelsea side. Liverpool in their full glare, everybody present, losing to Chelsea. Yeah, even if it's at Stamford Bridge.
Alisson is not present.
Georgie Mamadashvili
should not be able to hold Alejandro Garnacho.
Very well.
He said it's almost like the Barcelona this year.
Yes, it's going to be. It's going to be that way because Liverpool are more than complete at this point against Chelsea. But this is a rivalry, and most likely it will live up to the expectation as a rivalry. And Liverpool have not had it really smooth at Stamford Bridge over the a few, let's call it 4-5 meetings. It has always been, even if they get a result, they have to struggle. I think at one point they had a 2-2 draw or thereabouts. So I think this time it's going to be Liverpool. I see a scored game. I don't want to say who will win, but I see a game where there are going to be goals on both ends. So if, according to those who play the white paper or do the white paper stuff, it's called the go or both teams score situation right here. So that's what I see. I don't want to say who wins or who doesn't or who would not win at this one, but I think both teams will definitely score.
Okay, Reliance.
Well. Liverpool should win this thing, though. Liverpool. Now. Yes. No, there are reasons why I'm, giving all of this. Look, Liverpool should win. It should be a direct win for Liverpool.
Okay.
Because I'm looking at this Chelsea and I'm seeing what they will come up with. Kekes, Van Dijk, Konate on their bad days should be able to hold Garnacho, Pedro Neto, and João Pedro. So I don't see the reason why Liverpool should not. Look, if Liverpool loses against this Chelsea team, hey,
voila,
hey, it's a game that Liverpool should clean their mouth and win.
Yes, it's like pointing somebody with one finger and the other 4 pointing at you. It's their turn.
Okay, 0701-933-9962, 0701-933-9962. You can send your thoughts to the SMS and WhatsApp portal. And quickly, guys, let's talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria as Eric Sekushel did release his 23-man list to prosecute the World Cup qualifiers against Benin Republic or Lesotho and Benin Republic later on this month. And let's run through that list quickly. We have Stanley Wabali of Chippa United in goal, Amaso Basugi of Singida Black Stars in goal, Adebayo Adeleye of Volos as well. For the defenders, we have William Trus Ekeng of Al Khulud in Saudi Arabia, Calvin Bassey of Fulham in England, Oluwashemi Logo Ajayi of Hull City, Bright Osai Samuel of Birmingham City, Bruno Nyemichi of Olympiacos, Felix Agu of Werder Bremen, Benjamin Fredericks of Dender FC in Belgium. For the midfielders, we have Alex Iwobi of Fulham, Frank Onyeka of Brentford, Al Hassan Yusuf of New England Revolution over there in the MLS, that's the United States, Wilfred Ndidi of Besiktas. For the forwards, we have Ademola Lookman of Atalanta, Samuel Chukwueze of Fulham, the man did give an assist yesterday, Victor Osimhen of Galatasaray, Simon Moses of Paris FC, a man with another assist yesterday as well, Cyril Dessers of Panathinaikos, Tola Arokudare of Wolverhampton Wanderers, Terry Murphy of Nice. We also have Akko Adams of Sevilla, Olakule Olusegun of Paris Nizhny Novgorod over there in Russia. Reliance, 5 center forwards and a scanty midfield. No Chrysanthus Uche. A lot of people are also like, bring in new midfielders. I mean, we have Onyedika and Dele Bashiru out injured. You could have tried someone else. Akin Somiro, one of the Beyond Limits boys, is now doing fantastic stuff over there in Pisa. A lot of people are asking, why didn't you call him up? Anthony Dennis has been playing well in the Turkish league. He's a midfielder. We're light in that position. Bring him in. But you're bringing in only about 4 or 5 midfielders, and we look scanty there, and you're actually packing the team with 5 strikers, although some are saying we need goals. So strikers.
My
goals.
brother, if we need goals, if they see, I think it's been clear over the years that Nigeria has one shot goals outlet, which is Victor Osimhen.
Yeah.
And then you can add Ademola Lookman to that. Maybe Samuel Chikwe is on a day he turns up, or maybe Alex Iwobi from the middle on a day he turns up. So you need goals, no problem. That's understood. But I'm still trying to understand what's with Eric Shelan packing center forwards, in the Super Eagles squad. I'm still trying to understand why he does that. Maybe because he plays diamond midfield, so he's thinking Samuel Chukwueze will more or less orchestrate from the middle, from the midfield, and create. Ademola Lookman will more or less orchestrate from the middle and create. Maybe from the middle they extend wide and then also create. Maybe that's what he's thinking. Maybe he was not satisfied with what Chrysanthus did in the last matches he invited him. But I wouldn't use just that to judge him. So maybe more playing time would have helped. Maybe more competitions would have helped. Maybe more integration with the team would have helped him to come real good. Now, Alejandro Garnacho looks to be placing himself in where he can become a danger man for Chelsea. But let's see how it goes. It's just 8 minutes into the game, but he has been able to hold down the left-hand side thus far. And Cucurella can always be very supportive. When you have Cucurella as your support cast from the back, you can always count on whoever is playing from the wing to deliver. And that's we are seeing their combination right now, Liverpool, Chelsea, and they looks to be threatening. But let's see if they can get something out of it. Like I said before, I'm going to say it again, that Dash Villa has that one. Enzo Fernandez rather with a collar, and well handled by Dash Villa. So maybe more will allow center forward partnership, because that's what it looks like. You have Victor Osimhen that's certain, and I also think you have Tolu Aroko these days. He's also certain. Maybe he wants to get more. That's why he has given Akko Adams an invitation. Maybe Ola Olusegun as well. Maybe Cyril Desas as well. Maybe that's what he's looking at. I want to have 3 short center forward ahead of the AFCON, because for what it is, what if he stays, he's also losing this job, these qualifiers to prepare the team for the Africa Cup of Nations. He might not really have the luxury of much time before the AFCON comes calling December. So maybe that's what he's doing. But I think the major problem for the Super Eagles is the midfield, and maybe that's why he's sticking to the diamond thing, so they can have these other wingers not play out so much out wide and help the middle and add numbers to it and create. Because we saw one match that Samuel Chukwueze did it, and I think he was able to master that diamond midfield formation more than others, more than even Ademola Lookman, because we saw Ademola Lookman most of the time still running to the left, carrying the balls away to the left and see how he can create outlet, the opening from there. The same thing with Simon Moses. We saw him did the same thing, still taking the ball out. But at the same time, Chukwueze seemed to have understood and, align with the philosophy much better of. So it's something I don't advise, I don't suggest. Is more like, let me watch and see what he wants to do with them, because in crucial matches like this, I've said it before and I'll keep saying it, you don't experiment. What do I mean by experimenting? These new call-ups in crucial matches like this, you don't do it. I'm not a fan of it, because while the likes of Osas are calculating, they are calculating because they believe that Nigeria will win their next 2 matches, which is Benin Republic and Lesotho. And let's now see what happened at other centers. And then what happened to South Africa, if Zimbabwe could do anything, or even Rwanda could do anything. But when you do things like this, you're not giving confidence to those who are doing calculations to see if Nigeria still fancy or still stand a chance. So I'm not in support. I'm not a fan of it. But let's see what he gets out of it.
Okay. Osas, coming over to you, what would the absence of the players in midfield, those key players in midfield, what would their absence actually mean for this side? Yeah, you might want to say Onyedika isn't really a starter, Dele Bashiru isn't really a starter, but they offer something when they actually brought in, or the few games they get to start. So would their absence from this team actually be felt?
Did I say reliance? Henry, I would have said their absence would be felt on a normal ground, but I think with the Super Eagles of Nigeria, these two players who you just called, whose absence is now confirmed with the 23-man list that has been released, I think there's nothing. It changes nothing at this point, because they've always been with the squad. It's not as if it's always an Alex Iwobi with all the creativity. Even when we gave the chance to Dele Bashiru as well as Chrysanthus Uche, nothing much coming. What we saw coming from them was that energy. The creativity still lies on the shoulders of Alex Iwobi. If maybe Alex Iwobi wouldn't or wasn't going to be with the squad, or maybe wasn't named with the side, then I would have said, the Super Eagles of Nigeria is going to be missing something really, really big at this point. But for Fisayo Dele Bashiru, for Raf Onyedika, we've got Frank Onyeka in that mix. It's more or less like two players who are like for like when it has to do with energy being exhumed or pushed into that team. Both of them are on the same pedestal. So I think nothing much to be mixed, just like what Reliance stated right here. Yeah, we don't have much of midfielders, most likely a three-man. Are we getting the report that Chelsea has scored? They have taken the lead. Beauty coming there from Moses Caicedo. That's one of the reasons why he's been considered as the next best thing after sliced bread. Bread. Yes, one of the best midfielders to come out of the English Premier League at this point. I think it's going to be Moses Caicedo. The man knows how to marshal out his duties in the heart of the midfield. He also knows how to add up to what you have up front, and this is what he has just done. Opened up this game right from the middle of the park. A straightforward shot. We have an October visitor, a man coming in to let us know that I told you, and you've seen it.
Bumped into the show.
Yeah, just get crashed into the show.
It just looks like anything Konate touches, because that wasn't a deflection. It looked like it was a deflection.
So when a reverse man goes into a place with a papa scarf, you know there's a problem.
Exactly. You know that there's a protest. You just know that there's a protest. Don't worry, I'll bring my papa scarf on Monday.
How is Chelsea bossing that?
That was pretty.
I mean, Liverpool looks like they are not. Chelsea is just playing through them.
Why are they bossing the midfield?
That's what.
This is pure genius. If you observe what is happening, they wanted pace in the midfield. Instead of us seeing a James in the middle of the park, we are seeing Gusto playing that particular position, adding pace to the midfield. I think that's exactly what Chelsea is doing right now.
Started in that midfield.
Yes, they swapped position. I think that's exactly why you're seeing Chelsea playing this way. I think there's space in that midfield.
Is this actually a brilliance from Enzo Maresca? Because so many persons have criticized this man as being tactically incapacitated, tactically how would I put it at this point? Inexperienced. Yes, but I think that switch, I can actually say Enzo Maresca has put his critics to sleep.
Enzo is actually a tactical genius, but his problem is he's not there yet when it comes to building the mentality of the players. Sometimes it's about mentality. When there's red card, some of the decisions is irrational. Okay. It's not that he's a bad coach. He's a decent coach, but the problem is when it comes to those critical moments, you see him mess up. I think that's the problem. Exactly, moments under pressure. That's when you see a manager is beyond. Sometimes it's beyond tactics. Some of the championship you see won by Mourinho or Pep Guardiola. It's not about tactics. Sometimes it's about leadership. It's about coordination. It's about calmness. I think if he builds on this, definitely he's a great manager. He will be a great manager.
Okay, 0810-951-0951, 0810-951-0951. Phone line is open for you to call in and air your thoughts on everything we have discussed. Chelsea fans, where are you? You are leading Liverpool by a goal to nothing. Liverpool fans, I mean, it looks like the season is unraveling and crumbling. Maybe the international break couldn't have come sooner for you guys. Or, I mean, going into the international break, losing back-to-back games, is that the best way you want it? Or is that the best thing for this side at this point in time?
Henry, I don't know. Is it becoming clear that Arsenal are going to win this league title?
It's not yet clear. The season is still quite early.
I'm trying to wipe my glasses right now, and
wipe it well, please.
It's like
it's not
I'm
clear.
seeing Arsenal somewhere close to the summit at the end of the day. If things continue to go this way.
Well, second half. Let's see what second half holds. Second half. Okay. The match is there's still a lot to play for, even in this first half. Let's see. But is anybody appreciating the beauty we've seen in the combination between Cucurella and Garnacho? Because it looks like Chelsea is playing more from that left-hand side. And it's also giving them the advantage. Because we've seen many times that they've combined. We've seen what they've been able to do. And then with them bossing the midfield as well.
Another question I have, why is Alexander Isak playing from the left?
He's from the center.
No, he's actually playing from
he just got the ball and moved from there. He's actually playing from the center. He's center forward.
He's playing from where he's supposed to play. I mean, waiting in good drink, go concern Alexander Isak, go left.
I've seen him twice coming from the left.
That's
he gets the ball.
It's because he gets the ball from that angle, and you watch Gakpo. Gakpo went deep to defend. Then when they got the ball, he got the ball from the left-hand side.
Let's see what happens. Let's see if Maresca holds on to it, Henry, because again, where my critics of Maresca is about, the tension is about, the pressure. So let's see if whether he holds on to it.
Okay. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Henry.
Good evening, and it's great to have you. Let's make it quick.
Yeah, I just want to air my voice on this particular match now between Liverpool and I think it's a good thing to see Chelsea to have started on a very good note. But this Chelsea team, I just pray if they can maintain the momentum, because for the past 3 matches or so, this team has been indisciplined and unorganized. So I just pray that they should maintain this tempo, because this Liverpool, if they see much pressure, they succumb to it. So if they can maintain this pressure, I see they only Liverpool, but if they can't and becoming disciplined, they will consider red card. And once they consider red card, their coach is shattered and battered. Before you know it, they will lead this match. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much for your thoughts there, Ernest. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's much you can actually take on the show this evening. My name is Harry Ogugo. Did it with Reliable Reliance, Osagi, Ehemi, the God in the world of sports, and Benjamin Mina as well. The news by 6 is up next. Still stay tuned and keep listening to Today 95.1 FM for more quality programming. Bye-bye.
Maybe home is somebody's.
Okay, all right. All you need to know about this one is that
95.1 FM. Such a unique dial.
Co-ops, farms, drop top, coops and yachts, guzzling straight shots and scotch, formulating up plots to escape from Salem's lot, cause it's scorching hot.
You know, this is a little something for the brothers. Little anthem. Let the ladies know what a brother needs. We need a little understanding, you know what I'm saying?
A very wonderful good evening to you. Thank you very much for staying right there. This is Today 95.1 FM, reaching you from the studios of your premium news talk and sports radio station right in the city of Port Harcourt. My name is Reliable Reliance Odunyan. I have my guest here in the studio this evening from Delish International. I have Dr. Bekay. Doctor, great to have you in the studios of Today 95.1 FM.
My brother, and good evening, Port Harcourt, and also good evening to Nigeria as a whole.
Great to have you here.
Thank
I
you,
also
sir.
have Ambassador Odrak, also from Delish International. Ambassador, great to have you
Good
here.
evening, Nigeria. Good evening, Rivers State people. We are here for you. Good evening.
I can feel the excitement in your voice.
Wow, too much.
All right, let's start with Dr. Bekay. So tell us, what is Delish International about?
Delish International actually has been a while in the country. It's our own company. It's an indigenous company, and we are here to actually get it right, because a lot of our people today are not actually getting the best in terms of food. And because we are not getting the best, we see a lot of conditions creeping in. So many of us are sick, so many of us are down with one health issue or the other, all because we no longer eat well. So Delish International actually is a company that has food, because we are saying doctors of the future will no longer give you food. They will not give you drugs any longer. But doctors of the future will now recommend food for you. Therefore, we are saying, let our food be our medicine, and our medicine be our food. So Delish International actually has food, organic food, that when you take them, your body, all those minerals, amino acids, antioxidants, all of the things, minerals that your body are lacking, this company has what it takes to recoup back. And when those things are getting back to your system, sicknesses and diseases are far from you. You are also far from the clinic.
Very interesting. So when you say food, you know, Nagari, they enter my head. so I'm sure you want to make it more understandable.
Yes,
You want to
yeah.
simplify. So you say food. Somebody could be thinking about gari, rice, and all those things. These are food that we eat on a daily. Is that what we're talking about?
No. Yes, it's also part of it, but then we are saying now organic food in form of paste form.
Oh, okay.
In form of paste form.
Okay.
Like Delish is actually having a particular product that has what it takes. Like our cocoa, when we come to cocoa, most of our products have cocoa as our ingredients. And we have what we call the brain spread. We have the Eve. We have choco powder. We have spread. All these, we also have our omo pepper. All these things are having cocoa inside as part of the ingredients. And these products, you can see most of the times in the morning, what is the normal food of our people? Either we swallow eba, as you rightly said, you eat rice, you eat indomie and all this, and this, you are not getting it right. But we are saying today, is it possible that in the morning you make a glass of tea and drink? And when we're talking about tea, what are the type of tea you need to take? Are we talking about maybe the beverages in the market? No, we are now talking about tea that has all the ingredients that your body requires to function optimally. These are the foods that Delish International has. And they also have principal ingredients that can also help to actually do what? Maintain your body and help you to recover from one health issue or the other. Example, let us say someone that is having diabetes, someone that is having BP, someone that is having memory loss, someone that is down with stroke. Name these conditions, and they can find out that in most cases the person that is actually having one or two of these conditions, when you evaluate the body, is lacking one mineral or the other. Go back to the food he's eating. He's not actually eating those food that can help him to recover from those vital minerals that the body is lacking. So Delish International has our products as food. But inside this food, they have all these ingredients that can help you recover from whatever condition you are having. That is what we come to tell our Port Harcourt people, that the era of kind of swallowing pills, we can step down. We can get back to our health. Like our forefathers, they don't even swallow so much. what was actually keeping them on to move every now and then, they are eating right and fresh.
How do we contact Delish International to get this food that you're talking about that can help us recuperate?
Yes, Delish International actually now is in Port Harcourt.
Okay.
And I actually partner with them. And tomorrow, we are calling our people to come around to Delish International office right here in Port Harcourt. There, almost all of them that will come around will actually have a test of these products.
Okay.
And if any is having any health issue, we can be able to tell you, look at what you're going to combine, add it to your meal. Whether you are eating eba, you have the one you can actually put to your soup. Whether you're eating rice, we have the one you can actually sprinkle on your rice.
Yeah, is there
is
a phone number to call?
Yes,
okay.
yes. The event tomorrow will be actually at Oka Daniel Plaza.
Okay.
Oka Daniel Plaza is at number 36 Old Aba Road.
Okay.
Beside Family Love FM.
Okay.
Directly opposite Tani Toby filling station. That is where the event will take place.
What time tomorrow?
Tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Okay.
By then we must have actually be done with our fellowship and other
and everything. Give us a phone number.
The phone number you need to call, number one number you need to call to be there, 080 234 07041. I take it again. 080 234 07041.
Okay. Ambassador,
the second number you can call is 080 33 04 4432. I take it one more time. 080 33 04 4432. These are the two lines you can call and you get us.
All right. Our time is fast spent already. I'll get back to you, Ambassador. Why should I trust Delish International? You know, are you guys licensed? And how long have you been? Just in a couple of seconds. Why should I leave other agencies who may have something like this and come to Delish International?
Yeah, why we are here so excited and you are seeing me smiling, looking fresh and healthy because we have organic food. Yeah, this is NAFDAC approved. The product has been on ground since last year.
Okay.
And people are testifying because eating food in place of medicine. You are eating food.
Instead of taking drugs. Instead of taking medications, yeah.
Living with medication. Living with medication and still eating what is blocking the system, which is our normal food. So this is pure cocoa. This is your beverage, enjoying your life again.
Okay.
Our aged mothers, our aged fathers, all those pains, when they are eating the right food, all those pains will disappear. All those lifestyle, all those problems.
So NAFDAC certified.
NAFDAC satisfied.
Okay.
Both children and everybody, and a man to be a man.
All right. Doctor, give us the address again and the phone number quickly.
The address again is at Oka Daniel Plaza, number 36 Old Aba Road, beside Family Love FM, directly opposite Tani Toby filling station. Second Artillery, Port Harcourt. Second Artillery, Port Harcourt. The numbers you can reach me personally: 080 234 07041. Second number 080 33 04 4432. And I will be there live tomorrow.
You rush that second. Call it again slowly.
The second number 080 33 04 4432.
All right.
Tomorrow at 2 p.m. I will be there live to receive you.
Thank you very much.
And offer of inquiries.
Ambassador Oduak from Delish International, as well as
Dr. Bike.
Dr. Bike from Delish International. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
All right. Up next is news update at 6 p.m. Good evening.
All right. All you need to know about this one is that
95.1 FM. Such a unique dial.
Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South South, Nigeria, or around the world, we've got you covered. On air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today, 95.1 FM.
Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
News Update.
Good evening. Here is a news update on Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. I am Reliance O'Daniel. The federal government, through the National Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons, has intensified collaboration with state government and security agencies to tackle the growing menace of illicit small arms and light weapons across Nigeria. Report says that the Northeast Zonal Director of the NCCSALW, retired Major General Abubakar Adamu, led the delegation to Taraba State today, where he met with Governor Abu Kefas and other key stakeholders to deepen cooperations on arms control and community sensitization. Speaking during a courtesy visit to the government house in Jalingo, Adamu said the partnership with governors was crucial to addressing the spread and misuse of illegal weapons. He explained that the center is working with security agencies and other stakeholders nationwide to recover and destroy illegal weapons, adding that the federal government has mandated the center to prosecute individuals involved in arms trafficking and fabrication. Adamu emphasized that intelligence sharing and stakeholder cooperation are key to achieving lasting peace and security, noting that the unchecked circulation of illegal weapons threatens national unity and economic stability. NCDC, the Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention, has confirmed that Lassa fever has claimed 168 lives across 21 states in 2025. In its situation report for epidemiological week 38, the agency revealed a total of 4,543 suspected cases, of which 897 were confirmed positive, with a case fatality rate of 18.7%. The NCDC noted that 4 states, Ondo, Edo, Taraba, and Bauchi, remain the epicenters of the outbreak, accounting for 67% of all confirmed cases. Ondo alone has recorded the highest burden, followed by Edo and Bauchi. Other affected states include Ebonyi, Benue, Kogi, Gombe, Plateau, Kaduna, Nasarawa, Enugu, Delta, Anambra, Rivers, Borno, Oyo, Ogun, the Federal Capital Territory, and Lagos. The report also highlighted that most of the confirmed cases were among people aged 21 to 40, with both men and women affected. The NCDC said the age group is the most socially and economically active, making them more exposed to the rodent-borne disease. Lassa fever is an acute viral hemorrhagic illness transmitted to humans through contact with food or household items contaminated by the urine or feces of infected rats. Human-to-human transmission is also possible, especially in healthcare settings without proper infection prevention. The Defense Headquarters has said that military operations eliminated at least 450 terrorists and rescued 180 kidnapped victims during ongoing internal security operations in September. The military high command said 39 terrorists surrendered to the military, while various calibers of weapons and ammunition were recovered from the insurgents last month. The Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Marcos Kangie, revealed this in a statement where he said the operations were executed under different joint task forces, including Operation Hadinkai, Operation Fansanyama, Operation Enduring Peace, Operation Wheelstroke, Operation Delta Safe, and Operation Odoka. According to the defense spokesman, troops recovered 63 assorted arms, 4,475 rounds of ammunition, and 294 items, including grenades, improvised explosive device materials, motorcycles, vehicles, and handheld radios. He said troops of Operation Delta Safe recovered 112,175,000 He said troops of Operation Delta Safe recovered 175,220 worth crude from oil thieves and destroyed 1 illegal refined site. The defense spokesman reaffirmed the military's commitment to protect civilians while also ensuring the safety and welfare of personnel. Meanwhile, bandits have reportedly killed and abducted many residents of Zamfara State. Reports revealed that the bandits also blocked Mayanchi and Kat Road in the where revealed that the bandits also blocked Maranchi and Kat Road where they carried out their enterprise. One of the motorists that escaped the roadblock, Malam Muhammad Arma, said the bandits were heavily armed. He disclosed that some of natives scattered and ran into the bushes. Muhammad Ahmad said those that escaped among us were those that ran into bushes where long crops were planted. Efforts to reach Zamfara police spokesman DSP Yazid Abubakar were not successful. Ogoni ex-agitators in Ogoni ethnic nationality in Rivers State have demanded for inclusion in discussion of resumption of oil exploration in the state. The chairman, Presidential Amnesty Program Council, Lekia Lezoj Tongo, in a statement described as most unfortunate and regrettable that the Ogoni ex-agitators have been completely excluded from the ongoing discussions and negotiations process regarding the resumption of oil exploration and product in Ogoni land. Lezoj Tongo, while revealing how the Ogoni ex-agitators supported the process from the beginning, knowing that the Ogoni ex-agitators, youth and critical stakeholders are the most neglected in the Niger Delta region in every sense of it. He lamented that the current neglect is not far from the Ogoni OML 11 oil block, that the government through NNPC is not getting the revenue they are supposed to be getting. Lezoj Tongo said that the Ogoni ex-agitators are delighted to share with the federal government a groundbreaking revelation from their team of legal and economic researchers, which confirmed that OML 11 covers an expansive 3,095,055 square kilometers, a size so vast that it could reasonably be unbundled into 9 or even 10 viable oil blocks. He called on the National Security Advisor Malam Nuhu Ribadu and President Bola Tinubu to ensure that the ex-agitators are incorporated into the technical committee that is yet to be constituted for discussions on the modalities of oil resumption in Ogoni land. The chairman, Presidential Amnesty Program Council, expressed belief that with the inclusion, the path toward oil resumption in Ogoni land will be smooth, credible, and rooted in peace, justice, and inclusiveness, as well guarantee the sustainable coexistence, unity, and development that both the government and the people of Ogoni land earnestly desire. He maintained that in the spirit of transparency, the Ogoni ex-agitators have unanimously nominated the coordinator of the Eco-Citizen Ogoni Initiative, General Nature Dumali, to represent them in the forthcoming technical committee and all related negotiation processes. On the foreign scene, the death toll in an Indonesian school collapse has risen to 14. An official revealed that as rescuers moved to deploy heavy machineries to recover dozens more victims believed still buried under the rubble. Part of the multi-story boarding school collapsed suddenly on Monday as students gathered for afternoon prayers. National Disaster Mitigation Agency BNPB Suharyanto told newsmen that rescuers found 9 bodies yesterday, raising the toll to 14. So Haryanto added that more victims could be found as rescuers moved to use heavy machinery to clear locations where the victims were believed to be buried underneath the rubble. And that was the news update on Today 95.1 FM. Good evening. Thank you very much for listening.
It's time to meet with the Lord. It's time for Hour of Reconciliation. A place